Some water or something.
Some water.
Oh, we live right now. Let me get some music on.
Man, you good. I got to get the tutorial too. You want to have it? You want to have it?
Any soda or water. I'll probably get one in the second half. A beer, I'll get one in the second half. Yeah, any one of them, I'm fine. I drink those two. Yeah, we good. They coming in now, so. Thursday night, all over the place podcast, man. We got a great guy coming on tonight. One of my best childhood friends, Dante Settles. He's gonna give us a good interview. There go my man. Y'all see him. Eric Johnson, #1 on the list.
It's Genghis in them.
Yeah, this BYB.
A lot of respect for Genghis, man. ASAP. He got that little rusty voice. Hey, Genghis, I know he smokes good weed. ASAP. Hey, listen, ASAP. Ciao. I want a weekend.
He smokes good weed.
Yeah, he smokes that good weed, man.
Man, y'all go ahead and share the show out now, man. We getting ready.
I'd like to thank all the newcomers.
Yes, indeed.
First-time watchers, first-time listeners, wherever you get your podcast from.
Wherever you get your podcast from.
Well, there's a lot going on, man.
We got a lot to talk about tonight,
talking
man.
crazy about Chris Como. I can't hear my. Check my mic.
Hold on. Talk.
Yeah.
You good?
Okay, yeah.
All right, I turned you up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Got a live check-in, man. Y'all go ahead and check in now, live. Where y'all coming from?
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw it up.
Where you at? What you doing? What you doing? Got your pants up? You ready? Got your pants down. Uh-oh. Y'all sound like y'all in the alley.
There you go.
Sound like we in the alley. I think you might have got them today, Frank. Duke's top 5 players. They talking about Kyrie. What the hell they talking about? I'm with you on that one. Frank, I'm with you. They tripping.
Yeah, they tripping on Kyrie.
I got your
he ain't
back
got
on
enough.
that. No.
Well, let's get the show started.
Jay Will over Kyrie. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, do you have the keys? Car keys?
Uh-uh.
You have Marshall car keys?
Uh-uh.
Where are they?
Upstairs.
Where?
Upstairs.
Where?
In my coat pocket. In my coat pocket. I'm trying to think. You talking about where like that? I don't have.
We good. They can't hear.
I ain't think I had arrangements or could cover that plane tick, so we gon' get to this lame shit.
Yo, Monday night live all over the place podcast. Did I say Monday? Might be tripping. You know what I'm tripping.
Man, this man need to calm down. Man. It's on Monday night. Look, we done been on so many
Thursday night.
We done been on so many different nights.
We wasn't even on Monday. Matter of fact, we was on Thursday.
Monday was Valentine's Day.
Right.
Thank all the all the people really out there that never actually got the keys in there. Well, we like to thank everybody for coming out. Everybody on Monday night. There's a lot of people on Monday that didn't actually have people that loved them.
Oh, man.
They didn't actually have people
that
say
it like
cards. That? Yes, there's some people in this world that have gotten to a state at this point in life where, you could be on drugs or you could be in a bad place with depression or something like that.
True
and
that.
you might not know that you're being loved by somebody. We just want to say from all over the place podcast, happy belated Valentine's Day.
Happy belated Valentine's. And it's a lot of side chick Valentine's Day for Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, this your weekend, side chick. This your weekend. The real one is done burnt all the real money up. You're going to get a Snickers. They don't got all the you might get some chocolate, but for real, all the side chick Saturday. I'm telling you, man, it's coming.
What's up, Lou?
Lou Peterson, how you doing? What's happening? All is well.
God,
D. Hunter, what's happening? Where you calling from?
What's happening? What's happening?
Check in, call phone check in. Let us know
let
where y'all
them know.
calling
Yeah,
from.
where y'all calling from?
Yeah,
where y'all at?
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
Where are we at right now? We in the All Over the Place podcast studios. That's
Yeah,
what we are.
Marlboro, Maryland.
Yes,
indeed.
indeed.
We can't get y'all motherfuckers worse because y'all youngins like to pull up. Where they at? Where they cars
They
at?
gonna pull up.
Yeah, we ain't going like that. You ain't
Tricky
shooting
Rick Cummins, what's happening?
Tricky Rick, I was looking for you, man. How you doing? What's going on, man? Passion fruit is always one of the best choices out there. Passion fruit, I drink that juice. How many people like passion fruit? How many people know anything?
I don't mind passion fruit.
How many people know anything about
What is passion fruit?
It's probably all the
Oh,
combinations.
North Carolina.
Yeah. What do you think about how many people have actually had Jolly Ranchers
What's up, Janet?
in their mouth while they're getting oral sex?
Oh my God, he done gone crazy. He done
How
gone
many-
crazy.
It's
7:30.
I forgot what time it was. You're right, because all my Christian people on there.
It jumped out there quick.
Yeah, see, all my Christians, they come in and get out there. I see y'all hide by. We got a screen back there. We see y'all hide. They got the Bible sitting back. I gotta watch them. Try to watch them a little bit. Oh, okay, you'll call me later on. Yeah, call in, Slim. We got the open mic
Yeah,
tonight, man. Open line, man,
Yes,
for people to
indeed.
call in.
We do have a guest tonight for y'all too.
Two guests. Don't forget
Got
about
two
my man.
guests.
Don't forget about my man.
Two guests.
Perry Hooper.
Hold on, is he calling in? He must be calling.
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all
We
right.
can call in.
Because I ain't send no link out. So,
Yeah, that's easy.
what's up, General? GI General. You know who that is? I don't know who that is, but they watching. So
Man,
we with you.
GI General, we love him. He laughing. He like it.
There it
He's
is.
got to be somebody that fool with us because he took his time out to take a minute just to check us out to see what's going.
Make sure
Man.
y'all share the show if you can, man. Hit that share button,
Also
man. It's time to get it on.
Go ahead. Send a thank you to the #1 viewed show.
Oh, Terry Head Mile.
100 episodes.
Yeah,
It's Terry Head Mile.
Terry Head Mile. Yes, indeed. 2.1 thousand views, and that is all organic, y'all. We don't pay for that.
Yeah, very good
So,
show. And it was off one share. So
Yeah.
a lot of different people watch it. You know, I'm gonna let y'all know a secret. You know, a lot of times when you share the show, what you do is you create more ways for other people to see it. You know, if you play fair, then learn to share.
There it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? So when I see people's stuff and I know it's positive
Mhm.
and I know somebody really might could use the information that
Right.
I share it immediately.
Gotta share.
I don't share them fights on the bus and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
You know,
kind of
people,
goofy,
my own
man.
people getting beat up on the train.
Yeah.
I don't share
Somebody
nothing
gets
like that.
smacked
I
out.
don't
a
even.
woman.
I don't even look at that. I don't even look
Yeah.
at people shooting up. Nothing. I don't look at that
Ray
because-
Spark is definitely in the building. Look.
because those type of events hold an impression on your thought process.
Oh,
You
okay.
gotta be careful what you
You
put.
have to be careful.
You know,
what
they
you
used to
put out.
trick us where they say you are what you are what
Yeah.
you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your thought is called.
Hit us with that line that you hit us with the Tuesday night, though.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. What did you close out with?
I said
Something about being late.
youngins.
Yeah.
No, I said shooters,
Yeah.
not youngins, because all shooters ain't young.
Right.
I said shooters. Put your guns down before you get late.
Uh huh.
Learn to love instead of hate.
Right. There it is.
And that's our motto.
Hold on. What is going on here?
Dean, what's good? I told you I would tune in Sweet Cheeks. What the? Sweet Cheeks.
Somebody gone crazy.
Literally
man.
had legs shaking. What the? Man,
From
somebody
the
done got
back-
hacked.
Somebody got
Somebody done got hacked. They on there.
Definitely worth the $100.
Hey, Slim.
Somebody over here
Who is
tripping.
this,
Who
man?
is 051 K?
No, listen.
I don't know. Who that is.
051 KY. Oh, they just put that KY
Yeah,
shit.
they
Oh,
tripping.
they way.
I
I
have
like
no
it.
idea who that is.
Man, I
though.
like you first time listening. You coming in with 5
yeah,
KY.
you
on it.
tripping. I don't know who you are,
Nah,
but
man, we open policy now. You
hey,
can't-
we definitely open
Yeah.
policy, but not
Gwen-
talking
hey,
about
Gwen, how
you
you
paid
doing?
$100 for me. Nah,
that's Gwen James. Just hey, Slink, how
oh,
you doing?
yeah. What's happening?
All
man?
right, good to see you, girl. Always a pleasure.
Yes, indeed.
I talked to Leroy the other day. We might have to call her.
Yeah, we got to get Leroy back on.
Leroy sent me some information about what's going on in the city. Now, y'all
Okay.
know we still been having a lot of ups and downs and ins and outs and reverse policies and policy dates being changed from the DC residents consuming in restaurants and stuff like that. They said on the 16th that the vaccination card review before you go in had been canceled, but some restaurants were still going on with that policy because they believed that it happened too fast.
Right.
So the lift the mask is on the 25th in DC. Now they just won Loudoun County with the governor of Virginia, Youngkin, or he just won his joint in court where the kids now can go to school without the mask. Anybody that got suspended.
Hey Tawana
Goins. Anybody got suspended. Any child that got suspended will get that reversed or expunged or whatever off their record because, hey, El, we got everybody tuned in tonight, man. Just got y'all know we got Prairie Hooper coming on and we got our homie Dante Settles.
Yes,
we got two different guys from two different walks of life. We also got y'all. We also got Deon. You got me.
Yes, indeed.
We are family.
And we are going to run it like we did Tuesday.
And tomorrow,
2 hours straight.
Tomorrow, I will be posting our number 2 viewed show.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, we're gonna run it again. That way they can watch.
I will be watching. I told them they can go see it. See, a lot of people missed it, but ain't that many people missed it.
Ain't that many people. Right.
So y'all be talking about that shit.
What up, Tish?
Hey, Tish, how you doing? You in the building?
Early.
How'd y'all like that verses though? Who y'all? I heard about that the other day.
They said that music got burned up. That's my favorite artist of all time.
One Eye Slim.
Man.
Music, man. Music. Where One Eye Slim? He keep them shades in the shower. He got punished last night. Fuck with that country boy.
He can't mess with him. Well, I ain't gonna go that far, but
Anthony
Hamilton, different dude.
Slim, he's singing a funeral. He make a motherfucker get out the coffin. Man, Anthony Hamilton, man, he got that down. I think music. Soul Child, just personal opinion. I ain't saying who better and all that because they're both great artists. But I just think that.
Oh, Tish, that's your favorite too.
Music is your favorite, but.
He was dry.
You know what?
I mean,
sometimes lack of performance, you're rusty. You know what I'm saying? Because music.
He was just here though. He was just here in January.
I think
at the Birchman.
I think Hamilton has had
Anthony Hamilton.
He got a lot. He
might be up here. Music still because music is like a neo soul. Anthony Hamilton kind of broke that. I think Anthony Hamilton broke that neo soul off. I think he's a real. He might be a.
He got a little soul. He's like a soul singer slash.
Yeah.
Because he got a little James Brown in him. And
right.
He got a little bit of, you know what I'm saying?
But he's still a soul artist, though.
Oh,
I mean, like he gonna sing that slow music to you.
You can't beat no country church.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
He's Soul Child from Philadelphia, man.
You're right, man.
I'm not sure if he went to church, but I'm just saying.
Listen, man. Music Soul Child. If he was to go today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
He got some hits they'll be playing for a long time.
Oh yeah, forever.
He got some good jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I done seen Music Soul Child live probably 4 or 5 times, and I haven't been disappointed ever.
Well, let me ask you this: Who is the best person that you ever seen live? Ooh, the best person. And for the audience too. Yeah, audience out there.
The best concert you've been to live.
The best performer you ever seen
live.
Period. Yeah, don't make it hard. The best performer.
You gotta go live though. Live music is live.
I mean, you could have seen him in the alley, but he blew your mind off with a acapella. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, who gave you the best performance you ever seen
live?
Okay,
all right. I ain't gonna say live. I mean, because you could be listening in the studio. That's different.
No, I said see it. You got to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to see it. Best performance
that you've seen.
Yeah. If you see them, they live.
Who have I?
You stalling, trying to figure all that time to try to figure out who you want to pick.
Because I'm trying to figure it out. Because I would go with Music Soul Child, but I think that's just because I like Music Soul Child. But if I had to really name one, I really like Eric Roberson. I really like him.
That's a good pick.
I really like
Eric Roberson is a very, very quality artist.
I like him.
And let me see what the people say.
Rick Thomas said Frankie Beverly.
Okay.
Yeah, now Frankie probably put on a good show.
Yeah, okay.
Don't Kill Me, but R. Kelly. I was at an R. Kelly show years ago when he was at the Capitol Center.
I seen R. Kelly before.
Drake, Travis Scott, J. Cole, and Kanye. Haven't been to a rap concert before in my life, so I can't get it.
You never been to a rap concert?
No, I've never been to a rap concert.
Jay and Murray. Okay.
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson, that's a good one.
Okay. Prince and Essence Fest, or Prince at Essence Fest.
Okay.
Oh, Eric Johnson said he seen Michael Jackson.
I was just curious to get this. That was the best.
You seen Michael Jackson?
Yeah, a long time
okay.
ago. I think he came to RFK or one of them jokes like that.
Vandross. Okay.
Listen, I have seen some phenomenal guys.
Hey, Toya.
Hey, my girl Beyonce. Hey, Toya, how you been, sweet? Ain't seen you in a minute. Glad you're okay. How's mom's doing?
Anthony Hamilton. I'm telling you, Anthony Hamilton
is
he
tough.
gives a great
You know what's
show,
so crazy?
Man.
You know what's so crazy? The best female you ever seen for the men.
Jill Scott for sure.
Man, Jill Scott.
Man, Jill Scott for sure. You know who else give a good one? What's her name?
Jill, you right. That's Black
the
girl.
mess
That's
with
my
Andre 3000.
Hey, I got to call you anyway, Slim. I've been meaning to call you, man.
Erica Badu. She gives a good show too.
See, y'all just
I seen Erica Badu.
Y'all based on what y'all see, y'all looking at her ass.
She got a little music box in the front. Like she put on a good show.
Erica Badu had you wearing skirts and blowing. Man,
Jill Scott is a great performer.
Man, if Erica Badu give you something, Slim, she'll have you wearing bagpipes. Man, see, come on, Deon. He got incense around his bed and every motherfucker. This man tripping.
Yeah,
everybody she lunch out, man. Dude start wearing them funny type rings on her fingers. Everything, man. She turned Andre 3, man. No,
Jill disappointed me at the Capitol Center. Wow.
Okay.
That's the first person I've ever heard say that Jill Scott gave a bad performance.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
But I mean, they have their nights.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes, and this got a lot to do with now. When you're good, you're good. But sometimes it's where you play at.
Yeah.
You know how good the acoustics.
Dogs say Cardi B.
How good the acoustics are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Constitution Hall it's a hall. It was made for concerts. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can get tricked at the Verizon because you can be so far away and the echo and all that. And I done seen some people who were good, but at the Verizon Center, they were terrible. Erica do was trash. Like,
she was good when I seen her, Eric.
That's back what I'm saying. It could be different venues.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think I seen her at the Constitution Hall. I think that's where I saw her at. Erica Badu.
Right. It depends on what kind of tree she smoked. If she get that motherfucking hood tree, she start tripping. Talking about,
has anybody seen what's the girl from the Fugees? Anybody seen her? I've never seen her before, but they say she comes late, but she gives it Lauryn Hill. But they say she gives a great show, but she just comes late. Now, how would you feel about that? If you got tickets for 7:30, Lauryn Hill show up at 8:50, 8:55.
Would it be honest?
You sitting around. So
if I got a ticket, and this is the God honest truth, I don't give a fuck who you are.
You paid $150 for the ticket.
If I got a ticket, and I get there, and the show supposed to start at 7:30, and it's 8:55, you said? No, I'm gone, Slim. I'll probably be gone like 8:30. I'm gonna give you an hour. I'm not gonna wait around like my motherfucking groupies.
Yeah, they say that she's Andre.
Always
late.
No. They say sometimes she don't even show up.
I ain't never heard of that one.
Yeah, they said she done saw her out Columbia. She was horrible.
Oh man.
Who he talking about?
She's talking about Lauryn. He's talking about Lauryn Hill. Erica do the same thing. No, I'm at the Constitution Hall. I only saw her one time, Tish.
I see her several times.
And she was on time. She had a little music box in the front. She sang everything I like, all the new stuff. When I saw her, I think that was when Orange Moon, all that was out. So this was probably a good 10 years ago. Last time I seen Erica Badu, at least 10 years ago. So Fantasia, okay, all right. I never seen Fantasia, but I know that they say she gives a good show. She got some little DC flavor and do a little go-go and all that. So
yeah, Fantasia got some lips on her too. God damn.
Yeah,
man, when Fantasia, I'm telling you, for a mother went from GD and all that, she came up.
Oh no, she came up
because
she came up through that American Idol, right?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, she had a very good. Her, Jennifer Hudson, all those girls that come off American, they did way better than the Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah,
remember she was on there and won it. It was a couple people I thought got slighted out of a few things until later on I looked at them, and this is one of the things that I thought a person got slighted.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all used to watch American Top Model. Now, a lot of guys, I don't watch American. That's back when they had Eva. What's the girl name there? Eva.
The little brown skin girl.
The little pretty eyes girl.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
She beat out the girl Toya or something like that, man.
I forgot about Ruben Studdard.
Yeah, she beat out the Frank. Oh, he probably Lord, he gonna say
me and Frank had a great conversation. We actually called Tutu last night. As a matter of fact, we called you, but you didn't answer. You probably was asleep.
Yeah, I was asleep.
We called you about 9:30. My bad. Yeah. We called you about 9:30 asking about who was the top 5 Duke players of all time.
Top 5 Duke players of all time: Christian Laettner,
Shane Battier.
Hold up.
Grant Hill first. We're not putting them in no order.
Oh, okay.
No order. We just
but
saying
you're gonna
top
mess
5.
up. You're gonna mess up. If you put a bum before a good dude, you might skip a dude.
Well, so you saying Christian Laettner is number 1 of all
No,
time?
I'm just saying we got to put the best in the front. Not,
yeah,
you know.
I'm putting Grant Hill as 1.
Grant Hill, Christian Laettner.
That's 1-2 right there.
Yeah, Jay Will. Yeah, I got to go.
That was the argument.
I would go with
Jay Will or Bobby
better.
Hurley. Bobby Hurley had the chips. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about player. We ain't talking about.
Okay, what?
He played on the best teams. I'm talking about somebody who was.
Jay Will was like that.
Jay Will had a bigger impact than Bobby Hurley. Bobby Hurley just played on a good team. Yeah.
Bobby Hurley was a point guard.
So was Jay Will. He was a point guard too. He was one of the
Jay Will was like that though.
He really was like a Duke Iverson. That's what he was like.
Yeah, he was a
like
very good player. If he don't get on that bike and get hurt, I think he probably would have had a really good NBA career. Just like when Bobby Hurley hurt his neck, he might have had a good career. I think he got drafted.
There's a couple dudes that came out of Duke that was good in Duke, but never. Tracy Langdon was good.
Trajan Langdon was good.
Yes, a lot of Duke. Johnny Dawkins, of course. That's a homie.
What's his name? Amica. Amica.
Some people will go with Elton Brand. They might throw him in there. I'm saying I wouldn't, but I'm saying some people. And they say Kyrie.
Yeah, but Kyrie was only there 1 year, just like Jason Tatum, right?
Huh?
Jason Tatum and Kyrie only played 1 year for Duke, right? 1 year.
Yeah, well, we're not even going to consider Kyrie a year. I think he only played 12 games.
Right. But he was a monster.
Yeah.
So Jason Tatum was good. I mean,
but those guys, man, they
was one and done anyway.
Yeah, those guys, all those guys just went to college because they had to just to develop. That was like a development league and to get that extra top shelf education.
Right.
Because everybody, or not everybody, but the majority of them guys that went to Duke, they have a certain type of aura about themselves. Check out all the Duke guys.
I got a great question for you. Now, since we talking about Bobby Hurley and his great teams, would you go with Bobby Hurley, who had good teams? Quinn Cook had good teams too, because they both got chips.
Yeah.
So would you go with Bobby Hurley or Quinn Cook?
Bobby Hurley was better than Quinn Cook.
Okay.
Yeah, he's better than Quinn Cook.
But Quinn Cook was a floor general at Duke.
Bobby Hurley was a floor, and he could score. Okay. He could shoot. You know what I'm saying? He could shoot. That probably will put him over the edge. Yeah. The NBA let Jay Will keep that money after the accident.
That's a good thing.
And he got $3 million, Drake. They actually didn't have to do that.
Right.
But he was so good, and it was so much of an unfortunate incident.
Yeah.
But because Ben Roethlisberger got on the bike and got messed up too.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the pros by then.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, a lot of people have never fell on a motorcycle. Now, that's a very serious thing because I fell on a motorcycle and almost died. So I know how, when you go down on them bikes, man, you lucky if you live to tell about it.
True that. JJ Redick was a beast. I'm going to put him in my top 5. JJ is in my top 5.
JJ Redick can go in my top 10.
So who are your top 5?
I told you, Christian Laettner, Grant Hill, Jay Will, Elton Brand, and Johnny Dawkins.
Okay. I ain't mad at that 5. That's your 5.
Yeah, that's my 5.
That's your 5.
Yeah.
So how you feel about the situation, even though we're going to talk about it a little later, but with the Coach K, he didn't want Amica to coach.
The black guy.
He didn't want the black guy. And I don't think it's a black or white thing. It's John Shire, the guy that they got now. I don't remember him really cooking like that, but that's who he wanted to be the coach when he leaves after this year.
So he wanted to have the power to designate who he wanted to designate.
Exactly, because he's been there forever.
The other guy was black and the other guy was white. But let me tell you something. One thing about life, it's always, you got 3 colors in life that it's always about.
What is it about? What's the 3 colors?
3 colors. You tell me what the 3 colors.
What's up, Kurt?
Hey, Kurt. I want everybody to tell me, and don't y'all ever believe that it's not. It's 3 colors in life.
Black, white, and green.
My man.
Period.
Black,
white, and green.
Most powerful colors in the world.
Black, white,
and green. That's why all 3 of them are on the money.
Yes, indeed.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right. Black,
you got black, white, and green on the money. Yeah,
You want it.
All that other color, Crimson, the Bloods, Blues. I don't hate on me, Slim. I ain't Charles and White. Fuck the bullshit.
Charles and White.
Charles and White talking crazy. Man, I'm a crazy motherfucker.
Hey, you're right. Shire does have a relationship with the recruits. I do, but so does Amica, Tommy Amica. I mean, where's he at? I think he's at Harvard. And
Ivy League bottom line, before we look at let's just do the honest opinion. Before we even look at the color of the guy, I think Mike Krzyzewski has been there long enough to designate who he thinks should lead. Yeah. You know what I mean? It ain't like, if you see 2 guys, 2 different colors, first thing a dude gonna do is play the race card.
Right.
Man, he ain't want the black dude to coach.
Right.
The black dude might not be as good as the other dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or he might not feel as comfortable.
Well, he might not be as good.
That's
he know
true
both
too.
of them. You know,
Right.
like, I know what we ain't doing no affirmative action over here. Man, I've been doing this for quite some time, over 20 years. He got a street name down after him.
Yeah.
So he just retired because he probably getting tired.
How do you choose a dude at Harvard over a guy that got buckets at Duke and been on the staff? So did Tommy Amaker not get buckets at Duke? Because I think he was probably one of his best players.
Hold up, Frank. Well, y'all got to specify because y'all not telling the people out there that don't know who either of these guys are.
Amaker is the coach.
No, Amaker is what color?
He's black.
Okay.
And he's at Harvard and been coaching for years.
Okay.
And that's who Duke wanted to succeed, Coach K.
Okay.
Coach K jumped in there and said no. Had a conversation with Tommy Amaker. Look, man, I can't go with you. I'm going with John Shire, which is the guy that's there now that coached last night because Coach K had something going on and Shire took over.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's definitely going to be Shire. So,
yeah, I think
John Shire's a legend.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think whatever. I think he earned the right. You know, sometimes
he's a military dude. He's an army guy.
Sometimes your overhead might not know as much as you about what y'all talking about. You know, and Duke is really just basically it's a committee type thing. He's talking about basketball.
Right.
They should trust whoever he said should be there instead of who they want there.
Right.
Because you know they might have some ulterior motive. Right?
True.
You know, it might be something else.
But the university is the people that's paying them, though.
That's what I just said. The ulterior motive.
Yeah.
That's the boosters and all them.
Yeah.
All the people that's putting the money and all that. They that's back to what that movie is. They think they got a right to choose a coach.
Yeah.
Where a guy who been coaching y'all the championship for 20 years, y'all not even gonna let him pick the coach.
Right. Well, I mean, he's got, you know, some people that's really close to the program know that Coach K ain't got nothing to do with all that black-white stuff. He's one of the, probably, if not the greatest, one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time, if not the greatest. So, of course, he don't have no black and white issue. It's just who he wanted to take.
Who else was the couple top coaches of all time?
You
got Jim Boeheim in there?
Yeah, Jim Boeheim.
You got Bobby Knight in there?
You definitely got Bobby Knight in there.
You got
Coach K.
Oh yeah,
Coach
K. Without him, you
got what's the boy in Kentucky? You got to have him too. Rick Pitino. You got John Wooten.
You got Dean Smith in there.
You definitely got to have Dean Smith. Got to have Roy Williams too.
Okay.
What about
Jerry Tatar, the little towel?
Oh yeah, you got John Thompson. You're gonna throw John Thompson in there.
I thought John. You
throw John Thompson.
You gotta do some affirmative action. John, get your fat black ass in there. You know what I'm saying? We go. John Wooten, number one chill. Yeah. John,
this man crazy. Gary Williams, that's another one. Gary Williams.
I got him in there.
That's a good one.
Hey, Dre, I got him in there. I got to put my man
John Wooten is numero. But, you know.
John Wooten coached what?
UCLA.
Right.
Yeah, UCLA. He had Lou Alcindor, which is now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right.
John Chaney was good too, Frank.
That's good.
Get some affirmative action in there.
Get some Negroes in there. Sprinkle it down a little bit.
Sprinkle it down.
Yeah. All that motherfucking salt. Put some pepper in that shit. All the salt. The motherfucking blood pressure high as a motherfucker. All this motherfucking salty. This motherfucker, give me salt. Man, this motherfucker, boy, this motherfucker terrible, man.
But big salt.
Yeah, he let the brothers out front begging like a motherfucker with cups, man. But you know, to be real,
it's funny.
To be real, Slim, it's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on.
They got a new joint on Chris Como. They
What's
said not only did
I ain't nothing about Chris Como.
They said not only did Chris Como help his brother out.
Yeah.
They say a woman that came out to Chris Como. Man, these women, how do these women, I don't understand this. How do these women come out of nowhere with all these allegations, man? I mean,
people come, if it happened, it happened, though.
If it's true, it's true. But why do people wait till something else happens till they try to jump on board with something? I don't know. I don't understand.
I mean,
understand.
it's the what is it called? It's called some type of culture. The Me Too movement. That's what they call it.
Well, it's more advancements now for you to get a paycheck if you do come out and you do win a case. It's like going to court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They done turn.
The Me Too movement is vicious.
They done turn a sexual violation into basically a court date.
Right.
because you got to decide whether you want to go all the way through it and fight it
Or pay the money
and
and get
drag
rid
your
of
name, because the longer your name is associated with sexual harassment or sexual sodomy or anything, that's you're losing money.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, dude be like, man, look, I just paid her $2 million. Like the Cowboys just did. The Cowboys paid $2 million to some cheerleaders. I think it was 4 or 5. Yeah, Cowboys had. Come on, man.
I didn't know. I am out of the loop.
Man, you ain't reading the bio or nothing.
Slink, they don't come out of nowhere. They were side chicks that kept their mouths closed.
Okay.
That's what Bo said. Bo Johnson.
Okay.
So, but I got to ask you about this since you did bring up the Redskins or the Commanders now. The owner of the Commanders, Dan Snyder, just bought the most expensive house in DC history. I believe it was, hold on, because I got it right here. Tell you how much he paid, and he paid for it in cash. $48 million for a house in DC. And he paid for it in cash money.
Yeah. 48, but you know what?
48 M's. That's a lot of money.
But you know, he's a billionaire.
He is a billionaire, but that's still 48 million.
48 million is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. But where's this? I wonder where the house is. What are you thinking?
Well, that's probably not going to never be disclosed unless he's going to just never.
He might have bought that Obama junk.
Unless he going to, but the one Obama is not even worth 40. Wherever it is, he probably will never be there. He just want to have it because it's the best house in the city and it's a moment.
It has to be.
Right. So, no, I'm saying it's in VA.
It's in VA? Oh, the report I got was from DC.
But let's check it out.
The history of DC. He paid $48 million in cash. I don't know how he paid that in cash. How many bags is that? How money you think?
Well, that's all hunters. And a $20 bill in that sale, baby. That's a skid, 100 Slim. That's a skid. Well, they probably bring the bags. You know, they bring the 40.
Oh, it's in Potomac. Mike said it's in Potomac.
Okay.
That's Virginia then.
Yeah.
Potomac, Virginia. Okay. Or Potomac, Maryland.
Potomac,
Maryland.
Yeah.
So it's probably over there.
Well, they got Potomac housewives out there with them. One of them.
Right.
Well, you can get away with that over in Potomac. $48 million. Because I remember Oprah Winfrey having a $50 million ranch.
Yeah.
You know, she had brought a $50 million ranch. You know, a lot of those people like that, you know, they got so much money, they got to spend it.
Okay.
Because, you know, if every day that they don't spend something, they lose something.
Right.
So they might as well get what they want. Lefty, Maryland.
Okay. I think it's in Mount Vernon.
Oh, okay.
I got to see this house.
We got
$48 million.
It's on the water. Bo, it's on the water.
God almighty. Straight cash money like that?
Yeah, but you know, they got armored cars to pull up like that. Like, who was that the other day? Rick Ross got a pinky ring delivered to him for $1 million in an armored car. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these guys.
I mean, if you got that green, that's what we just talked about, black, white, green.
Man, you can't never do that unless you got the green. Ain't no motherfucker making $22 an hour doing no shit like that. Man, that's a whole nother level. Ain't nobody, you $30 an hour, you ain't never get no motherfucker back up to you. I was $1 million. I don't give a fuck how much Bitcoin you got, motherfucker. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Well, I got to ask you this, too, because we're just going to keep it moving till our first guest, till he show up, because he is there.
Hold on, man. We didn't do prayers. Let's pray for the people.
Let's go.
How are we going to do a show without praying for the people?
Yeah, we're going to pray for the people. Yeah. You know what? You're right. I didn't got two.
Yeah, Dre, I'm trying to tell this motherfucker. He talking about a $48 million house. Motherfucker, that little computer job bag, that little shit. Hey, Dre, I don't give a fuck how much trash you dump. You ain't never getting that shit. Man, you know what you got to get a $48 million home, man? Man, that's old. That's just stupid money, man. And people say, I would never pay it. You ain't going to never pay it. You ain't got it. Motherfucker kill me when it
man say he got $48 million cash.
No, I'm just talking about how the people.
Yeah, the people all say.
Motherfucker make $17 an hour to me. I would never buy a 40. I know you wouldn't make it just working at motherfucking Costco's. You ain't gonna never buy no motherfucker. Better get up out of that motherfucker. Work two of them motherfuckers. Yeah, that's serious
Costco's.
business. But that's serious business, man.
Yeah.
That's serious business. I'm gonna get my
Well, prayers up, man. Let's go, man.
Prayers up, man, to the Freeman family.
Yes, indeed.
Celebrating the first birthday with Michael Freeman not being here. Our man, Clutch. This is our big brother. This guy has been influential in our life.
Yep.
He has been, see, a lot of people wouldn't like when you use the word prophet, but I'm gonna say he's been a forerunner for the neighborhood that we grew up and watched, because he's been stamped by DC Stamp. So it ain't like he just in Riggs making no move, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This guy has touched the city. You know, they respect him.
What's up, Sheena?
Hey, Sheena, how you doing? Prayers up also for Sheena Davis, still grieving her dad, Mr. Louis DeWells.
Yes, indeed. Steve Strange.
Also, prayers up for the Stevens family, Carl and Stevens for mourning her husband, Thomas Slick Coleman.
Yep.
And
Tom
prayers
Slick.
up for the Coleman family as well.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. COVID is down, y'all. It's down 90% in DC, which we should be happy. We still a little scared, and we still a little nervous because we got so used to wearing masks. Mask is almost normal.
Masks are almost normal. But you see what they did in Canada with the trucks? If they pull that off here,
well, they was talking about
stop all that.
They was talking about doing that for the Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl. Like, they was talking about putting all the trucks from Canada all the way down so people couldn't make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
them truckers ain't playing.
Me and you talked about stuff last week. We talked about 80,000 people in Super Bowl.
Yeah, we did.
And people
that was Tuesday, right?
Yeah, people talking about that. They had these kind of tests. Come on, man. Y'all stop being so crazy now, man. Man, there's the people. There ain't people like me and you, man. They ain't going through the same hoops that we got to jump through, man. The people in a different tax bracket, man. I don't know, but one person was at the whole Super Bowl. I ain't heard nobody come back. Sean, we just got back. Yeah, all you DR motherfuckers. Y'all going on DR. You ain't going to Super Bowl.
Going to the DR.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Dubai. Yeah, you going on Dubai. They ain't like no Super Bowl tickets, motherfucker. You can go to Dubai twice fucking with that motherfucking Super Bowl.
Right.
Super Bowl on another level. See, that's back what I'm saying about brackets and levels.
Yeah.
Where certain people got money, that price is high to them.
Yeah.
I know some people that got money and they say, man, I ain't going that much. I know some guys really could afford to win. They not like me because if I could afford to win, I would have tried to go.
Yeah.
But some guys that got money, and that's probably why they still got money, because they don't see that as a necessity for what they're gonna get. But I'm like this, man. And I really mean this. Man, you ain't gonna be here forever.
No, you ain't gonna be here forever.
And if you're in a position to do some things, that, a Super Bowl is on my bucket list. I've never been to a Super Bowl, because it's in a different tax bracket. Now mainly more than up. Was back in the day where dudes can hustle up some little stuff and go on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're not taking them 80-hour, not taking them little 80-hour checks stuff when you
going to the Super Bowl for
Man,
15,000 a seat.
Man, if a dude goes Super Bowl, man, he's second mortgage.
Yeah.
Dude, man, when he goes, I know some dudes go, you crazy. I can go Super Bowl, Slink. My credit good. Ooh, why you ain't go Super Bowl then?
My credit good.
Yeah, dude, something, man. I'm all right. I could win. I just ain't want to go on there for all that. What you got?
Well, we got our first guest. He is waiting backstage, man.
He's in the back.
He's in the back. He's in the back. So we ready to get him on? You ready? What you want to do?
I'm always ready, man. Bring the brother in. The brother been waiting, man. He had all that.
Man. There he is. Oh, man.
Deon, what's up? What's up, fellas? Blessings.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Man, you brought him in, man. All that lifetime, 35-year friendship.
Man, it's a whole
that was one of the weakest
long time, man. When we was talking earlier, he probably didn't know that I probably remembered this when he played in Italy. He played professional football.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that. Now, they say you learn something every day. Dante, I always had a lot of respect for Dante. One time,
yes, indeed.
Dante, and we can go back because, see, it's good when you had good vibes with people and you can go back and reflect and you can talk about stuff that made sense. Because one time, Dante came in my store. He said, Slink, I want to interview.
Yeah.
And he remembered. He said, I want to interview. I was like, huh? Interview? He said, yeah, you got the clothing store. You came up, or you was incarcerated, blah, blah, blah. You turned your life around. I had 500 grams right in the coat. He didn't know. I didn't know I turned my life around. But he didn't know, because Dante, because like you, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know because like you, I didn't conduct myself around y'all because I knew your families.
Yes, indeed.
And see, when you know people's family, I know your mom, I know your daddy. Yeah. So I'm going to act a certain way around y'all because the first thing to get back to your parents, they pull up, man, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So and you had some tough answers.
And Riggs was so connected. We were so connected. I know we might have been the number one unified neighborhood in the whole Washington, D.C. at one time.
Yeah.
And I think that period was from maybe like 75 to like 85. After that, when you start having different hardcore drugs being implemented into the neighborhood and different things like that, things start to turn. A dude that you knew was cool, he'd be lunching. You know what I'm saying? Like that. What's wrong? He used to be a bad man. What, man, that dude was touchdown, catch him up. Now he's standing by the store. He don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So after a certain period of time, things happen. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
What's going on,
my man on Deon,
Can you hear us?
Hey, I can hear y'all loud.
We can't hear you.
You can cut the mute off. You good?
We can't hear you. So
my mute is off.
You go ahead.
We can hear you.
All right, y'all good? Yeah.
We can hear you now.
All right, cool. Welcome, fellas. Yeah, I remember Slink like yesterday. I you really inspired me even when I was in college. I had a knee injury while I was in college, and I think I had a knee surgery actually, and started looking back because probably football wasn't going to be there anymore. Something that I played my whole life, and I said, man, what am I really good at?
Right.
And one thing that I really did enjoy was like clothes, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna start designing clothes for Slink. You know what I'm saying? So I started like drawing in my bed with a big ass cast on my room. But then I got the news that you went away. So I was like, man, you ain't gonna be able to see these.
Right.
Yeah, I really appreciate, both of you all, and how you all are still bringing us together, keeping us current with almost like we back on the playground,
Right.
Well, talk to us about what's going on with you today, though. What are you doing today? What's going on?
Yeah, what you got going on?
Yeah, man, we got quite a bit things going on. Currently, I work. I have a business that works and has partnerships with the DC government, working with special needs populations. So we do a lot of wellness with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Been teaching yoga internationally, which has been pretty nice. Still working in the community with Lamont Riggs and some of the football guys and sports. You also have, good partnership that we have with the new gym down here at One Life Fitness. That's on South Dakota Avenue and across the street from Bacchus, and just working partnerships, developing. We got our farm in Alabama with Daryl Van Hoos and the Van Hoos family, and that's been doing pretty well. So that's all these different things.
Hold on. You say you got a farm. You got a marijuana farm that you got to watch out. Hogan farm.
It's legal these days, but we have been doing well with that. I mean, we got funding from Tuskegee University.
Right.
We're bringing college and agriculture to more and highlighting more of the social injustices that's taking place when it comes to legalization of marijuana and a lack of disparity that's happening within the Black community. So we have our first line of CBD and products that's out that's been really well. Been speaking throughout, the countries and making connections there. So stay in tune.
And that works well with the yoga and all that, and the peaceful and all that, right?
It cools you out for sure. For sure. But yoga's been good. I mean, yoga has been a practice that I've started to develop 10 years ago. Something that, I never was really religious as much as, going into church as much and anything such as that. But I was raised to be spiritual and respect all denominations. And you can learn from all, from the Muslims to a Hindi to, someone that's a Christian. So as I just started to understand the process of what yoga is, and which is, a part of it is just the science of how to free oneself of suffering. And, I know we think about like doing all these poses and all these different things.
That's what I think what yoga is. So
I mean, in the Western philosophy and Western culture, we see it as being, what is called asanas, which are the exercise piece of it. But really, we're exercising and freeing our bodies from being tense, so we can sit in meditation, so we can calm our minds, so we can, cool the thoughts sometimes, because that's how we really get a chance to introduce ourselves, instead of, our brain working so well that it's getting 100,000 thoughts a day, So being able to cut through all of that and be able to sit, so we can, so we can have the trueness of ourselves arise, I
might even get into that, man. I never thought about it in that. I thought it was just, down with dogs and pose and all that. I ain't think about it as, you really, taking your mind somewhere else. So, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's been, over the time, and I don't know if many of you all know this or you all know this, but I have a daughter that has special needs. She was born with a rare genetic condition called muscle eye brain. Just about 3 years ago, she became completely legally blind. So she doesn't have any sight, and she can't see. She's learning how to speak and talk, and she can't walk. Right. So we're trying to get these things in which she was beautifully made, which taught me a lot about myself, being an ex-athlete and doing all these things from an all-American at a high level standpoint. I couldn't use any of that to love on my daughter, so I had to, learn different ways of evolving myself to be able to be present, not just for myself, but also to the ones that I love and community that I serve, and the Riggs Park community, which I love and still am very engaged in. So, this has been a blessing that hopefully it continues to pass on and just ask more questions,
Hey, listen, man, let me tell you, you're doing a great job, Slim.
Hey, thanks.
One thing about, the creator, he will put so many things in front of you, right? And the things in front of you, they either gonna make you or they're gonna break you, right? And one of the reasons why some of us or most of us prevail is actually from the spirit from which we come. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we be doing stuff that our mother overcame something. You know what I'm saying? We be thinking it'd be us, but our grandmother did it twice already. We don't know because only thing we know is what we know. See, sometimes we get so caught up in just what we see. This is it. But, when we was created through generational, and the spirit is there. And I got hip to yoga. I'm going to tell you when I got hip to yoga. Because, in our culture, we so quick to shun something that we don't know nothing about. I don't understand it. Because we some Jonah, man, ain't fucking no yoga squat. No ass pants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't washing. That motherfucker fighting. But look, let's start talking about yoga.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Wait.
Listen, but that's how we do though. Tay, that's what you tell. Man, why don't you come on down, yoga? Yeah. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker come over any reason, he'll sit around and smoke hookah. You see what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
I'm just trying to show you how quick to where we go, where our interest is, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we've been shown not where you should be interested. Now, I got hip through yoga when I was incarcerated. I used to read a lot. And I used to be a big advocate of Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
Right? And Russell Simmons is heavy in the yoga, right?
Okay.
Because I used to wonder, well, Russell, for real, I wonder how he keep getting them bad young motherfuckers. How Russell getting them bad young motherfuckers? Man, that yoga work.
Yoga.
You know what I'm saying? He bending them over. He got but once I started reading his books, he started talking about the spiritual aspect of yoga. And how I'm not going to I'll quote him verbatim, but he was like, how you come outside yourself while you feel. You know what I'm saying? It's almost in the Christian word, they would say, be still so you can hear that small voice. It's the same as yoga where you sit and you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Dante, where you actually come outside yourself through spirit or what they call it, chant,
meditation.
It's what is that? Is that chanting or is that called chanting?
Yeah, mantras. Some people have mantras and it's different practices, where you have some that may go through a chanting to channel themselves so they can continue to. We say mantras all the time. You put on the rap song that we like the most, and we're repeating that every time that plays. What does that do? That psychologically becomes embedded into our wiring,
True.
Right.
Most of the time we think like the brain is actually holding and storing the memories, and really what it is the body. It's the feeling that's creating the memories. So when you hear some that may like the om and the vibration, really om is creating the vibration to shake up the body so it will wake and activate, activates to the smaller cells. So, there's different ways and different things. Yoga is now, is considered non-denominational. So, I practice with people that are Muslim, practice with people that are religious. I practice with people that are atheists.
Yeah.
This a room full of different denominations or people that practice these things, but I practice yoga. But it's a way to connect with the self, where we're not fighting ourselves. It's like holding a ball underneath of a water, right?
Mhm.
The more you try to hold each of these balls underwater, beach balls or anything else, something's gonna pop up, right?
Right.
It's just kind of like, nah, just let it be.
Yeah.
Those things are
Right.
going to exist while we're here. So, it's not fighting ourselves anymore. So we can see more clearly throughout our day and practice more loving kindness towards one another, more compassion,
Yeah.
deeper listening to one another, because we're so reactive, especially being in DC. Somebody say something to you. Are we taking the time to really hear where is that coming from?
Right. Well, one other thing that I did want to ask you about was the Lamont Riggs, celebration and things that they're having. I know me and you and your dad and my dad and a couple other people, we had a meeting about it. And what you see that's going to come out of that, I think that's going to be an excellent event. When everybody talking about the history of Lamont Riggs and what's going on. Kind of sad that we don't have youth football still in Lamont Riggs, but we still got that good history. So can you speak on some of that a little bit?
Yeah. So in May, I know in the week of I want to say May 14th or May 8th, I got to double check, but we are having a Lamont Riggs Black Tie event celebrating over 60 years of Lamont Riggs being active in our community. It's a historical organization, so we're never going to take that away from Lamont Riggs and the amount of people that have come through and what this community is actually built, not just in football, but you got baseball, you have basketball, you have athleticism such as track and cheerleading and tennis and so many other things. And some just have gone on to be wonderful presidents of dean of colleges, doctors, I can go on and on. So
I made the league. So
a lot of people, quite a few people have had the opportunity to make the league, from that. So it's just a celebration of community and love, what we've always created. Lamont Riggs still has sports. We still have our baseball, our youth baseball with the Satchel Paige Little League, which is in Ward 4, Ward 5. Football just shifted, when it came to football, that was something that it was a huge change that was happening in the space of youth football. And I can tell you the history from even that part. But for years, traditionally, Lamont Riggs has been a weighted program, meaning we're stepping up on a scale. You can't weigh more than this amount. If you do, you got to play up. And that's just how we've traditionally been, right? Since the change and the winds of how youth football has changed, it's big business. Football is very large business in this area. Right now, DC, if you take DC and Maryland, we're ranked in recruiting classes in the top 5 for the last 5 years, So we have a ton of athletes that's coming from our area that are that's playing very good football. Unfortunately, they're too big from the old years. They were too big to play for Lamont Riggs, But also you got to look at the health and the safety protocols that's behind football now. With the head injuries that are taking place, and we're not talking about the trauma of when you're finishing football. When someone finished playing football and just going back to the body stores memory and remembers, your body's always going to hold the memory of like a whiplash, of a crackback, a concussion. Your body never really truly releases that. It shifts and changes the body completely. And so we're also not looking at the whole gambit of the health of how can we keep our children even more safe playing this sport, Lamont Riggs has changed, where all of the football players from Lamont Riggs in the past lived in Lamont Riggs. Now that most people are growing older, they moved suburbs, they moved out further. You can find there's no more just Lamont Riggs and Woodridge down the street. You can throw it just in this area. You're going to find 7 to 10 youth football teams,
Right, they
all
scrape-
trying to fight to find kids. You
Yeah,
know?
they're
Right.
making them up. They're going snatching kids, making them offer. They almost got it like
It's almost like AAU.
yeah, like
It is. No, it is.
It's AAU now.
Man, they
It's
offer
the new AAU.
they offering kids, the parents, that's what getting the parents so involved, overextending themselves because they're promising the parents too. So it's a lot of things going on because we got an athlete that's the best 11-year-old running back in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see,
And they've been they're trying to get this little guy on all these different teams.
Yeah,
And that's how it is now. It's like you say, it's big business.
it's big business.
it's big business, and you're traveling more. These kids are looking
Yeah, they're
forward to
going
traveling
more.
more.
Yeah.
The equipment is becoming more expensive. So
Right.
pairs of gloves are now $40, $50.
Yeah.
Cleats.
For the gloves. Just
Yes.
for the gloves.
Because we thought we was doing something with the duct tape, putting it on the face
all
mask.
in our cages and visors, you know what I'm saying?
Everything was more manual then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was more creators though. You created.
If you had some rib pads, you was probably considered. You had something going on.
Yeah, you
And
created.
it's NIL. Now that NIL is in play, I mean, just 3 years ago, I was coaching at the Under Armour All-American game.
Mhm.
I was coaching the 8th grade team. And this is from a fellow person that works with Lamont Riggs' person, Ricardo Dickinson, who works in conjunction with LeVar Arrington. And he has an All-American game that is connected with the All-American games. And we had Caleb Williams on our team. We had Shador Sanders on our team.
Oh, yeah?
We had and several other big names that we see right now on ESPN, and look at that now. I mean, with Instagram, with the money that these kids are making in college now, kids are trying to find the highest level that they can compete in, so they can showcase what their skills are. And if they're scraping for scholarships, college is going up 6% a year with inflation. So each year is becoming more and more expensive. It's becoming more and more competitive to get into these schools. So that's why also within Lamont Riggs, we need to open up ourselves up to other sports. We need to get back into track. We need to get back into some more baseball, maybe a swim team, some lacrosse. We got soccer now here in Lamont Riggs. You see them on the field quite a bit.
Volleyball. We need a volleyball team.
Volleyball, And
And
usually in these sports, when you're competing for scholarships, they're looking for athletes. They're not just looking for a one-track minded sport person.
I tell the kids all the time, you can play everything.
Play everything.
You might get picked in one, but if you play one and you not picked, you dead.
You're done.
Yeah, but you're actually out of the rotation.
Right.
But they look and say, oh, he's not that good in track, but man, he really could play football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And most track guys are football guys or can be football guys.
Most running backs or wide receivers running track. 90%, over 90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL play baseball, basketball, and football. You have linemen that were on wrestling teams that played in field events for track that learned how to run. So you have all these different things. Martial arts is a big piece of it, learning how to control body weight and things. So, football has become a wide scale piece, and Lamont Riggs still plays a role. It did evolve into an organization called DMV Academy, which still fall under the Lamont Riggs umbrella. At one point, Lamont Riggs was called the Lamont Riggs Dragons, right? And we were red and white, That was a long time ago. Before in the 70s, we decided during the Steel Curtain time to become the Steelers.
Okay.
And we started following kind of like that Steeler black and gold and everything else. We've always followed in baseball, the Negro Baseball League with Black Sox and Monarchs and things such as that within our baseball times. So when you look at and one of the reasons that we had to evolve and we had to put a pause on the babies at the time, 6Us and all those other things, like we were having middle school kids at 6th grade. I mean, like leaving to go to high school playing offensive lineman. You know what I mean? They've never played a skill position or anything that was along those lines, When they got into high school, in some cases, they were ill prepared.
Right.
So what was the next logical thing which will happen? We were seeing more of the kids kind of leave our programming, kind of choosing an alternative, you know, of either, you know, not being interested in sports anymore or being frustrated that they're not getting the opportunity because they've only played a certain position growing up or anything along those lines.
Right.
Now, in the process of like, you know, looking to bring Lamont Riggs and restart it, we would like to start with the babies again. But
Yeah.
let me be honest about what it takes to really run an organization. You know, in such a competitive world, it is very expensive to field a child and to register a child with full equipment, uniform, and league fees with insurance, including field fees. Even though, you know, my mother may run this recreation center that's up there, I don't get any breaks. You know, I might be able to get a break every now and then, but you know, you're talking about $50 every hour, you know.
Right.
So
Right.
if you're talking about twice a week, I mean, if you're talking about 3 times a week, that's $600 a week just for 2
Right.
hours, not to include game times, which may be all day,
Yeah.
right? Now, traditionally, Lamont Riggs has been a low cost organization, right? Nothing more than 125. At one point, when we tried to, it was $100 at one point when I started getting back into it and coaching the youth.
Yeah.
And bumping up to 125, you know, you kind of got some pullback. You raising the price, things like that. But those back costs of all those things that we have to charge, not to include your own gas fees. You got to feed those little suckers after the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
all those other costs that factors into it.
Yeah.
When you start to look at what we can do to make the game more of a long-term look for it in building the traditions of what Lamont Riggs is. Of course, you want to start with the babies, right? Our communities have changed. Yes, kids aren't just walking up in the Lamont Riggs area because we just, you know, people are now scattered out all over the place.
Population
Yeah.
is
Do we
low.
need to really put them in equipment the first time out there, right? Passing league may be good. Learning their bodies may be good. Learning the rules, letting them see the gambit of the game and still participating at a certain level until they learn, you know, how this game is actually played and what it means for them in giving the effort, you know.
Yeah.
Building team and camaraderie, having them play multiple sports growing up together like Deon and I did. Deon was my back catcher. He was my quarterback, and we played on basketball all the time.
Right.
You know? So when you have kids playing sports together growing up, they're learning more about family structure, brotherhood, taking
Teamwork.
care of one another,
Yep.
Being unselfish.
accountability, all of that stuff.
Yeah, they're being unselfish and all that type.
Yeah.
They're not learning on iPhone and IG. They're not learning that
Yeah.
PlayStation. They're not learning that.
Yeah. And so now and then it comes back to the accountability of, because it's a trifecta. You're not only the kids, right? But they're the youth. We got the adults, the two-headed, right?
Yeah, right.
You have coaching, and you also have, you know, mentorship coaching, let's put it that way, and you have parenting, right? That those two things also go together, in which that relationship dynamic has to work in the benefit for a child growing, you know, in this sport. As like I said, the game is changing. More kids want to travel. They want to look sweet. They have their swag gear, a lot of those things. Parents will find to pay with that. But let's also look into making sure that our mentorship and investments are going into building ourselves up as men or women to be able to teach the game to the children just as well. You know, it's not just about X and O's, because I know a lot of great people with X's and O's, and I haven't been the perfect coach at all times, you know, at, you know, characters and different things, but you grow in these things, investing in ourselves. And that's a skill that is learned, you know, investing in ourselves, going to clinics, going to, you know, making sure these coaching meetings are together to build the organization. Everyone is and shout out to the people that have definitely put in the work, you know, people that has gave their time in Lamont Riggs, you know, coaches ex-coaches, ex-administrators, a lot of wonderful people that has been a part of the organization.
Yeah.
So, and just looking to bring, to really restart it. We have the new gym down the street now where kids can go in and get off-season workouts and conditioning, which will have a pool so more kids can learn how to swim. They'll learn how to do a lot of things.
Is that at the rec?
No, it's not the rec. Yeah, it's right. It's called One Life Fitness, which is going to be right down the strip. You have businesses now that's going to be popping up in Riggs Park.
Okay.
Heavy. You know, the Chick-fil-A, these places where we can start going to and really requesting money.
Get sponsorship. That was where I was going. You got around to it, but that's where I was going now. A lot of these places that's in the neighborhood that's putting businesses here, we got to tax them.
Yeah, the Walmart right there.
Or else you just won't support. You can't just because it can't come in the community. Because at one point in time, all the stores and stuff, they used to bring sodas and all that type of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, the kids take 12.
I remember we were sponsored by merchants and all kind of stuff.
All people used to say, the kids up there playing, man, take 12 cases of sodas over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, like you said, Dante, to be honest, because we're so spread it out and people have moved, a lot of the money is spread out. The only way you're going to get stuff to do like it, you got to bring people closer together where they can see what's going on. Because some dudes say they do something, man, they way all up Marlboro. The dudes say they all the way out in Largo. I ain't going out that Marlboro. That's how West they got.
Or some of them just want to be on the best teams and they don't care if they get in or not. Like Dante just said, they just want to look nice and all that. They can't play. But we ain't gonna get in. We ain't gonna get into all that.
I was talking about the parents,
right? The parents,
where the funding come from,
right?
A lot of everything stuff that you see no more is basically one reason: funding.
Yeah,
the stuff that you don't see no more. It ain't because the coach was bad. It's money. We talked about the three most colors in the world. It's always a part of everything. That's white, black, and green.
Yeah,
those three colors are the most powerful colors in the world. Then you can pick one to see which one more powerful. What you gonna say? Okay, there you go. Now
I'll choose the equalizer.
Green going there. One of them coons got down the white. You gotta watch out for white because the white people and you know what I'm saying. So it's everything is $1.
Well, one question that I did want to ask you before we let you go. We do got a young guy. I think he said, he's a running back, one of the top running backs in the country.
Right.
And
I like to
as you being an All-American college athlete, playing professionally, I always say if you make it professionally, I don't care what league you in, you're still a professional athlete.
Absolutely.
And they can't take that away from you because you earned it.
Right.
So you might not have been, on the NFL, or you might have been a bench player in the NFL, or whatever it could be. You still earn what you got. So, what advice would you have for him as an 11-year-old? Because I remember, us being on teams and great teams and watching us growing up, for you to go all the way up, what would you say to him as he's maybe getting ready to get into that level where you got a lot of high school coaches looking at him, you probably got college guys,
people pulling very well,
trying to give him money or this, that, and the third, because it's totally different now than when you went to Robert Morris. You know what I'm saying? It's different now because you got Instagram and all that. But what advice would you give to him as he grows and continues to be great in his sport?
Yeah. School. He's a student first, athlete second. No schools are going to touch him if the grades ain't right. I don't care how good you are. There may be little ways about it, but if they got two other people from around the country that they're trying to sneak in because of grades, they can't have a whole team. So at some point, sticking with grades and being well-rounded to make yourself even more competitive in these days, they're looking at personality. They're looking at more of the dynamics that's shape your athleticism than your actual athletic ability. Are you coachable? Because that's the biggest piece. Are you able to be coachable with the athleticism that you have? Or are you going to be a personality or have character traits that's going to divide a team? So continuing to work on the tangibles more than anything, continuing to be, work with the, being able to lift up a player that may not be so good on your team and encouraging them and being accountable of a leadership. Then just being the leader just by your stats, because no one's really keeping too much stats at 11. But as you grow, right, you wanna be able to work on those intangibles that will never make you forgotten from your youth and from your kids. That kid that may not be as well, may be a special needs kid that may be on that team, and that will show not only just on the football field, but off the field while he's walking the hallways in school, while he's sitting in the classroom with his teacher. A lot of these things are going to be the biggest role, because it could be that teacher that has a cousin that's the head coach for some big Georgia school, or Alabama, or you never know. And they'll never forget, and you never
be well-rounded is what you're saying. You got to be well-rounded.
You got to be well-rounded. So my hope is that we continue to work together. You all, very honored for you all show.
And I gotta come and do some yoga with you now, because I ain't lying. I always thought yoga was just posing and laying on your side and all that.
He don't went all the way. I'll go do some yoga and get a bag of weed.
Yeah, we have retreats too. So anytime we want to get out the city, we're in Kenya, Lamu, Kenya. We in Peru, being able to walk through the sacred mountains and
how many countries have you been to with just all around? How many countries? Because I know you done played, so yeah.
So overall countries, it's definitely over 2 hands. But I got a chance to study because of football. I got a chance to study in Paris as well. So it's just I got an opportunity happen just because of the sport of football. So I'm definitely thankful, and it's not enough. So I'm looking to still learn and get a chance to experience, and I'm looking to bring my community with me, so we don't feel as afraid of the world, but just being able to elevate ourselves and putting ourselves in new places so we can identify with ourselves in different environments. So always open opportunity. You can check us out on synergy.yoga. You can check us out at swatfitnessdc.com. And you can always check us out at vanhooshempco.com. So you can
make
always
sure you
find us.
Me all those so I can push those out too. Push them to the page. I definitely push them on here. Page, That way we can get all that information out to everybody.
This is great because I didn't, man.
Serious business. I might have to come down and do some yoga. I ain't even playing though.
I'm real though, to be honest, man. All jokes aside, this is one of the reasons why I always wanted to do this, because you actually never really know what people are doing until you sit down and talk to them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? People are like, man, what are you doing? I don't know. I ain't talked to him.
Right.
That's a common thing. And you talk, man, with Deon, do I ain't see Deon? If I don't know, I ain't talked to him. Son.
Right.
So just sitting down here talking to you, man, you did yoga. I knew you was doing yoga because Tracy's husband, I think he was doing karate up there one time, wasn't he? Mike,
yeah.
Karate up there. So,
so when are you doing the yoga up there? That way I know.
What days are you doing yoga at the Red?
We do yoga. We do yoga in Riggs Park on Saturdays from 10 to 11 o'clock.
Okay.
The $10 fee just goes towards reservation of the space, and the rest of it goes towards the special needs community. So it's just about bringing us together to get a chance to learn ourselves and really bring it together. So y'all can always come up to the Riggs LaSalle Recreation Center.
Beginners and
all bodies. There we go. Tori, which is interesting. Tori, you all had Tori on last week. Yeah. He brought his basketball players to come up there and do it. I've worked with the Wizards. I've worked with the Mystics. I've worked with football athletes. So, and some of the best athletes, Tom Brady, LeBron James,
all of them do yoga.
Aaron Rodgers, all of them do yoga and body composition work. So, it's for all bodies. I have an 80-year-old woman with a 16-year-old boy struggling next to the 80-year-old woman. So, it's all good dynamic and good energy in there.
What Raymond Cheek say?
So he was talking about something with Frank, him and Frank.
Cool.
Yeah. So you said it's $10 to do it every Saturday from 10 to 11 at Riggs Park Recreation Center.
On Riggs
LaSalle is what it's called. Yeah.
What I need to do?
You need to bring a towel.
Just bring myself.
Yeah, so I'll have mats. If you don't have a mat, just go get a $5 mat from
her. Say you gonna crush me, so
Don't go up there with
I ain't gonna hurt you, bro. I ain't gonna hurt you, bro.
Don't go over there with the jeans on and all that stuff. We ain't got to change it.
No. I'll make sure shorts.
Yeah, some
You know what I'm
leggings.
saying? No, I ain't wearing.
Wear comfortable clothes where you can move in.
Tell
And try not to eat too much. So, you know, like Slink said, you ain't farting in somebody next to you and all of that, you know.
No, a lot of people don't know that though, Dante. They try to eat before they go do stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you another. You can't eat a lot before you go do is cycling.
Yeah.
You know, people go cycling.
Okay.
And you get to eating and trying to go cycle, and you get to stirring your stomach up from all that running.
Yeah.
And it creates gas. You know what I'm saying? And it messes the whole class up.
Well,
absolutely.
I'm on a Saturday. Is it for youth? Is it just for adults or what?
All ages. Yep, all ages. Preferably teenage age. You know, preteen, 13 usually helps.
Okay,
but it's for all ages. I've had them in there from 13, 14 years old, like I said, all the way up to an 80-year-old woman that's looking great. And I'll be teaching.
I'm gonna bring Mariah up there. I'm gonna bring Mariah.
Bring her. For sure, and I'll be teaching soon at One Life Fitness as well.
Okay, right
so I'll be their yoga teacher down there, which has also a lot of great classes in there.
Right where back it's right across the street from. It's right there.
The new place there.
Yeah. So we'll have quite a bit of work that we'll be able to do out of there. We have cycling classes in there. We have Zumba classes. We have yoga classes. We have Les Miles fitness classes. We have
able to come in there. Anybody could just walk in there, or you have to be a resident, because some people could. What is the criteria for you to be able to get in there?
Just a membership. Just come in, choose your membership. You can go on onelifefitness.com, choose your membership.
Jim
in there. Yeah, it's 40,000 square feet of equipment and openness and field turf and everything else in there. And we have a 3-lane swimming pool with a sauna and a jacuzzi.
Yeah, we got
man, I be there. And that what's the hours of that, Joe? I want to get
so it closes during the weekday. It opens at 5, closes at 10. And during the weekend, closes at 7 on Saturday and closes at 6 on Sundays.
Okay.
Please, once you get everything set up down there, please send all that information to us so we can get it out. That way we get people to come to the yoga class.
I'm going to get a membership.
Yeah, we got to get a membership.
I'm going to get a membership.
Y'all come on down. It'll be good to see you all and bring the community together, keep us in good shape, being healthy and everything else. Like that's at this age, I think that's more important. We want to see each other well, and making sure that we ready. He did mention, is the pool ready? I did see that question. The pool will be ready starting in right at the beginning of spring. So they're working overtime and making sure that is done. But the pool will definitely be there for sure. 3 lanes, Olympic style, and everything else. Yeah,
it is.
Well, you got to watch them dudes in the pool, man. A lot of pool people be pissing in the water and all that. Man, you got to watch these rigs, man.
It's not like the Riggs Park pool.
All right, man. It's not all that. Man, and all that. You used to have everybody that want to go in that little child Riggs place. You gotta watch dudes. Someone, what you doing? I ain't doing that, man. Why you ain't swimming? I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? What you doing?
Just
I ain't doing that. Yeah, like a child.
And if you all ever expand, if y'all have a health segment or anything, I would love to come on and even bring any special guests of people to talk about health things that's happening around the world that's affecting our community, things that we can do better to take better care of ourselves. So even if y'all develop like a 15-20-minute segment to talk about health things and things that we can do better and what's the new science, what's the new things and new studies that's out there that pertains to us. I'll be open to work with you.
Because we got some panels coming on that we trying to get together right now.
We definitely
so you will definitely
we got to work with what we will call it, right? Yeah, we will got maybe just keep it simple. Health of your wealth.
It is.
Just keep it
all
simple.
over the place.
Sometimes you just keep
panel.
Yeah, but I'm talking about his segment where he just talks about strictly health. It's like an advertisement, a health advertisement. You come in, chop it up about the new Some could be, he could be on arteries today.
Yeah.
You know what
Anything.
I'm saying? Next week he'd be on the blood.
There it
Anything.
is.
Okay.
So we got it.
All right.
There we go. Well,
Man, listen, man. Thanks.
Much love, fellas.
Much love with
indeed,
you, man. Tell your parents we
That's
send our
indeed.
regards, man. They did a good job with you. Both of them put 50 in. They did real good with you.
yeah. They still putting it in too. My mother's still across that street at that rate.
Man. Well,
Yes,
listen, you know, it's good to really grow up with people, man, and you can really see for real that they just doing okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's the big thing with me.
Yeah.
Because we done lost so many people, man. The senseless stuff. When you see somebody you knew over 20, 25 years, man, and they just okay.
Yeah, still going strong.
It make you feel good. I'm gonna tell you something else we're gonna get into with All Over the Place podcast. We're gonna get into getting around to all the seniors who have lost a loved one who are now living by themselves.
Yeah, we got to. That's what we talked about.
Can't leave our seniors out. A lot of them are, and they got houses. They by themselves. They're a little lonely. We have to do a round where we got. I already know.
They're still here in our community. They're definitely in Lamont Riggs heavy.
And you can walk right in their house and they just come on in and you know they just need company. You know what I mean? They ain't got to do a whole lot. We can sit with them.
Sit down and just talk to them. So,
okay.
There we go, man. So one thing that we do always say, if you come on once, you got to come back. So we definitely going to call you, get you back, get an update, especially when you get into the new spot at One Life. You let me know, text me, whatever. Once you get in there, get settled.
Well, One Life is open now, though, right?
It's open now. Yeah, we're getting the structure for the classes. Yep.
Right. So once that happens, man, let me know. Definitely all the different things that's going on with the hemp and all the other different avenues that you got going on. Send all that to me so I can get it out to the people on our page, on our IG and YouTube and all that stuff, man. And that's what we doing, man. So thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks again.
Yeah, much blessings, much love, family. You know,
a lot of jewels.
Deon, I'll never forget when we used to play baseball with the sock in the apartment hitting.
Yeah.
Y'all got stolen.
Yeah, we got stayed over each other's house every weekend.
Listen, let me tell you this. This is the funny part.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever think that y'all get to the point of, man, I can remember when we used to do this?
Nah, man. But that's what it is, man.
But did you now y'all too old, bro?
Yeah, we forever.
Stock and all.
Yeah, man.
Man, thanks, God, for coming on, man. We appreciate you, man.
Yes, indeed, man.
There he is, Dante Settles.
Yes,
everyone. Much love,
man.
Yep. Appreciate you, man.
You gonna take care of your business, man.
All right, man.
Snap. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you too. Wow.
There it is, man.
Great interview by Dante.
Yes,
we usually don't allow an interviewee to go, but he was giving up so much that we needed that because he was talking about health.
Yeah.
See, we need to be healthy before we can get
And he
wealthy.
talked about some stuff that we don't usually talk about, like yoga.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even know nothing about it. I didn't know it had anything to do with no spirituality, trying to meditate, peace, and all that. I thought you just in there doing yoga, different tricks with your body.
Let me tell you something. If you read about it first, you'll be like, wow. And just like he basically explained what I read.
Right.
So that's why I knew a little bit what he was saying. But see, that's what I know. When Russell Simmons is a big yoga advocate.
Right.
He's been doing yoga for over 20-something years. He's been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read and I was saying that the people be chanting and all that, I was like, wow. It's basically, man, where you just get in and concentrate, Deon, where you try to have like a Holy Ghost.
Hey, Greg, you gotta slow down. Greg, you gotta slow down, man.
Yeah. He over here trying to come up with some tricks. He gonna go in yoga to learn how to bend him over. It's 9 o'clock.
It's over here. We got 5 minutes to go. I already know what we get ready to get into.
I want to thank the sister I talked to earlier. She said she talked to me earlier for the sister if she listened, where she talked about has several platforms, but one of the platforms that they're gonna be talking about doing is how it is to date after 40.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and you can use that at any age. How is dating after 30?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Because everybody 30 and everybody in 30, everybody in 40.
That would be a great panel for us to have.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's really, I'm gonna tell you something, Deon. This is the honor guy. It's really, really hard to find somebody that you can say you want to be with for the rest of your life. It's really hard.
Yeah, and people now just ain't even trying to even be doing all that. Just honestly, they're just not even trying to be in no committed relationship because of the hurt or because of divorce or whatever it could be. People running around, everybody just trying to smash each other. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Well,
If I ever get
do you-
married again, I think I'm gonna wait at
do you-
least 10 more years.
Do you think social media, because everybody blaming everything on social media.
Yeah, that plays a huge part.
I'm saying social media, just social media. You got to get on it.
Nah, social media ain't just social media.
No, I'm saying, and it's like alcohol. If you don't drink it, it's just alcohol. But once you consume it, it's how you
Super
act.
Dave.
It's how you act off the alcohol.
Right.
It's just like social media. Some people can get on social media and post one
Some
thing and then
people
get
be on social media burnt out.
Right. Those are the people who have got drunk off social media.
Yeah.
Who have just keep posting stuff and doing stuff and this and that. But
I do believe social media has ruined a lot of relationships. Because people could put you out there. Like if you got a side Joan and then you kind of cut her off with the main one, she go and blast you on social media, or it's a lot that can get you. And I think it's more programming than anything else because they want you to be a certain size. The women got to have boobs, they got to have a butt, they got to this. They ain't really thinking about what they got up here no more, if they can cook. So it's a lot to me.
So you're saying that the social media is projecting images of what a female
they want you
to look like,
right?
Or they're trying to make people look perfect,
right? Or what they deem as perfect.
Yeah, well, I mean in their mind. Well, that's probably where all this plastic surgery and all that stuff with motherfucking titties and ass. What they call them surgery?
Yeah,
they allow that's what I'm saying.
Brazilian butt lifts and all that.
Come to social media and spill their heart out. Yeah,
who don't care? You right, Greg.
Yeah,
you're right.
And then they get mad at somebody, tell me, man, why you in my business?
Right. A lot of that, they need that mental health. Some people got mental health issues and they use all them likes and all that to make them feel good when you got to make yourself feel good.
Yeah, some people post stuff and keep checking to see if people like it.
Yeah. Some people are fake like they out in different countries. They be right at home.
Yeah, but
this is what it.
With social media, let's get this straight, has a lot of benefits. Because
such as what? What do you think?
Research, information, advertisement, income. It's a lot of people making millions of dollars on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the individual too. Some people need to be working on themselves before they get on social media.
And some people use social media to boost themselves up.
Oh yeah, there's no question.
So I mean, it could tear you up. It could build you up. It could tear you down.
Yeah.
So you just got to be careful with it.
No, I was just saying with some people, because if you look at social media, every major company uses social media.
Of course, because it's endorsement dollars, money. It's that green.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where I say now, where you get a time now, we used to have all the stuff we doing now was a time where you had to pay for all this.
Right.
But now you get on social media and you can advertise for free.
Right.
Right. Just imagine if they were charging $1 to get on Facebook.
Yeah.
I ain't giving no ideas, but I think people pay $1 a day.
They probably would.
I'm sure they would. If they charged $1, if you had to take $1 out your Cash App, every day you could stay on the social media for 24 hours and cut off at 12, like a TV. People will give $1.
I agree.
And if a dude don't see you for 2 weeks, like, man, I ain't fuck this shit.
I mean, people don't call and talk to nobody. That's what you had said earlier. And I know we had talked about this because now everything is either texting or they looking at people, what they doing, and, with their lives through social media. Some of them be hating, some of them just, or fake love and all that. So it's social media to me, man. You got to be very careful with that social media.
You got to be very careful, man.
Because you get burnt.
Some people get on social media and magnify what they're doing to make themselves look like they more than they are. And then when they hit the fan, some people come to social media and live totally different life than they do in real life. I agree with you. Some people, they flag, they put the money up there, whatever.
Yeah.
Everything is digital now. I agree with you. See, y'all coming up with some great stuff.
I mean, the world is changing, man. The world has already changed.
I don't know what. Let me see.
What we doing now? It's 9 o'clock. So we had a good interview, y'all. Thank y'all for even watching or staying with us throughout that interview. We got a couple more topics that we got to hit. Did you hear about the police officer, the DC police officer, the lieutenant who got placed on leave? He was being investigated for being with the white supremacy group. Did you hear about that?
Well, he's
DC police.
He's a Ku Klux Klan.
Is that factual or is that?
That's a fact. He's been a Ku Klux Klan. He's been in DC police for over 20 years. Wow. He's also been one of the reasons how the Proud Boys got here. He was in cahoots with them. Also,
so he need to go to jail then.
Also, well, you got to prove all that. Right now, they're just allegations. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not in court. They don't charged him. These are the allegations that came out. Sometimes they stir the fire or stir the smoke up until they create a fire. Then when they create a fire, when they come get you, they put the fire and lock your ass up. So
true.
Just like they saying now that the Capitol Police was in on the people coming in the Capitol.
Right.
Because actually,
it had to have been inside. We ain't gonna say, but it had to have been an inside job.
We know. Anybody with common sense know that actually, if that would have been us jumping on the walls of the Capitol, they would have shot us.
Water, Greg. Yeah, right. If it was us, we definitely would have got.
It would have been a massacre like the massacre that happened.
It would have been a massacre.
It would have been a massacre like that massacre how they killed 300 people in East St. Louis.
Yeah,
one of the biggest massacres.
It'd have been thousands down at that Capitol.
Well, I'm telling you, if like everybody was just busting in there like that, if they would have just started, they would have backed up.
Right.
Right. A couple of people that got hit, but what happened was, it was some people in on it.
Man, think about the Million Man March. If we would have even took 30 steps at that Capitol, just started walking towards the Capitol,
they would have shot us with helicopters.
Man, it would have been a million dead march.
Well,
that's what it would have been.
Well, they probably said this is a good chance to get rid of all of them and knock them bean pies and everything. Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, so color does matter in that situation. If it was us on that side. So, but we all know that. So, you know.
All right.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So it's 9 o'clock. I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. I got to open it up.
Talk about relationships.
Yeah, we gotta get it. I don't know where our man Dog is.
Okay, let me ask
Bloodbath, Capitol Police have always been racist. I don't know, but if you say so.
I can contest to that because all you got to do is go down by the Capitol and don't let a tag screw be loose or something. And yes, they're gonna pull you over. The Capitol. See, one thing about people that's really like they used to ride around in DC and all that, certain areas they would never go.
Right.
You would never ride down there by the Capitol because you don't. If you see a Capitol Police behind you, first thing you probably do is put your blinkers on, get away, see if he following you, make a right. So you can tell if the police following you. If the police behind you,
yeah,
right, you should make your first right. If the police make the first right, you should make your second right. If the police make the second right, you need to pull over, like your great park. Look. If as
soon as he gonna light you up, as soon as that he gonna hit the lights on you.
You can tell
because he following you.
He might not be following you. He might just be behind you, and you think he following you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can count how many times I've been by the Capitol. Greg, that's common sense. Anybody that's involved in anything or want to have any kind of problems will drive down there by the Capitol unless they go on to Constitution Hall or something. You'll be down that end. But you ain't gonna go to Union Station way where you make the right and go down there and all. No, because I used to work at Massachusetts Avenue. We used to go over to Capitol to eat.
Yeah,
and you can see how they got it boarded off. It looks like it looks like an embassy almost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The way they got it up there, as bare.
Yeah, we was talking about the turning the right and all that. That's they got the little delay. But one thing I do want to ask you, because Kanye is still in the news like that, and he going a little crazy with, I ain't gonna say he's going crazy. He's not crazy, so I don't like calling people crazy. I don't call people crazy.
Kanye ain't crazy. He just,
I think he just in love, and he's
just emotional. He's just an emotional guy. That's what y'all seeing is a guy who's a very passionate, emotional person. Now he's probably more emotional than the average man, but that passion is also he turns it into a drive, which creates a lot of different things.
Well, he's doing a lot of, talking about, his wife. That's still his wife, right? They're not divorced, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, but she's seeing somebody else. He went and saw somebody else, but I think they ended up breaking up with the girl or whatever. Because he wants her back.
Right.
But I don't know. Is this the right way to be going at it?
The way when you're in love and you got a wife, then you got to, as long as you're married, if you really want your wife, then you keep trying. You don't worry about what people say. If you see, that's another thing too. When you really love a woman and you really want her, you can't get caught up on what people think about you.
Right.
You gotta go after that woman. You know what I'm saying? Because the average person is talking like they ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got kids, and man, that's him. That ain't me.
Right.
Now, somebody might have a cutoff point. But sometimes people like Kanye, they got everything they need.
Right.
They got everything they want.
Mm-hmm.
So why not want the woman that they want?
Well, Risha just made a good point. She said Kanye's pride has been shot down to the core because he can't accept rejection. So maybe that is the problem.
I agree with that 100%.
So maybe that is a problem.
And Kim K is probably just taking a break from being around Kanye. It's a lot of pressure. Kanye West is the first person. Kanye West is the first boyfriend really that Kim K had that's big personality.
Right.
Probably more well known than her.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
You definitely got more bankroll. So
yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
I mean, but also Nick Cannon, he jumped out. Well, I don't say he jumped out there, but Nick Cannon, he made a song with Mariah Carey and all that.
But he said the song wasn't about him actually getting Mariah Carey back. It was more so therapy for him.
Because I mean, he used the song that
right. He said he really reached back. He came out today, I think yesterday or today, and said, "Man, yeah, the song is about Mariah, but it ain't about me trying to get Mariah back. It's about me having therapy about mistreating Mariah when I was with her."
Do you think that has anything to do with Mariah putting the picture out with her new boyfriend or with her husband, whatever he is, when he sent it out? Because it might just be some rejection. Like,
well,
I'm gonna play it off now because I was trying to get with you, but then you know what I'm saying? You look me off, so now I'm gonna look you off.
Listen, a lot of guys ain't gonna be honest.
Clearly,
they ain't gonna be honest because first thing they're gonna do, man, fuck that bitch. I ain't tripping on that bitch. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you really, really love somebody, and y'all break up, and y'all not apart, but a little bit of time, and you see her, with another guy, you have to get yourself together for that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's going to react different. Some dude might approach us and try to fight the dude.
Right.
Another dude might start texting his girl. Like, man, what the fuck is that? Ooh. You know, another dude might wait till you get home. Go over her house the next day. Who's that nigga he was with? Like, so
some people may just play it off and say, you know,
some people might just say, man, she going on with her life. I respect that.
Right.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah. If you really,
how long did we break up?
Nah, you really love her and y'all broke up maybe 2 months.
Yeah, I'm a probably, like, if I really love her and I see her, I mean, I'm gonna probably be hurt. I ain't gonna do all that extra,
so
trying to call her.
What's your version of hurt? Getting in the car and turn the window up?
I mean, I'll be like, especially if I feel like I lost the situation, I lost her. See, I'm more of a I can work my magic and get you back type of guy. So if I had to go get her, I'm gonna do everything I gotta do to go get her back. But that really
suppose she's like Kim Kardashian, she don't want to have nothing to do with you. Your magic is gone. That's where hurt come in. Yeah. Where whatever you think you can do to get her back, it don't work. And see, that's where Kanye is.
You got to just leave her alone. And man.
Kanye, you got to realize Kanye is one of them guys that's used to having his way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Kanye is the type of dude. Man, Kanye is one of the most talented dudes in our generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This dudes, they got, man, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, they all want to know what he talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't get Kanye twisted now. That big jaw joker is a genius. He just so way out there. He just wired different from the average normal person.
But this just go to show you that he's a regular person in the end. And we talked about this on Tuesday. You can have all the money in the world, but certain things still going to touch you to your core. And I think in this situation with, you know, his wife, and he may not have any females that he can talk to kind of talk him off the ledge, you know, if you will. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you need a woman to say, man, calm down, man. Stop calling us. Stop putting up pictures with
Kanye,
Pete Davidson and all that, man.
For somebody to be able to give him some advice, it's got to be somebody. You know, people that's that high up on the totem pole. A lot of times they don't have nobody that they go to for advice.
Right.
That's how they keep reacting to everything. They don't have a friend that they can say, man, Slim, I'm lunching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't. Man, I'm lunching, man. I'm tripping, man. I can't take it, man. She fuck with that Bama ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That Bama motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, man.
Especially if you're goofy.
Tripping. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
That goofy, man. You met that motherfucker on Saturday night, now she fucking with this motherfucker. I can't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Kanye is used to getting what he wants.
Right.
He had the same thing happen with that other girl.
Ooh.
Nice, fine motherfucker. Once you ain't heard nothing about her. Once Kanye left her alone, she fizzled on it. She was a fat motherfucker with the bald head.
Oh, you talking about Amber Rose?
Amber Rose.
Yes, indeed.
And Amber Rose turned into
I don't know what happened to Amber Rose.
She ain't nobody.
She ain't nobody.
The highest point of her career was being Kanye's woman.
I'm gonna have to look her up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to look her up. Yeah, Amber Rose. And you're right.
Amber Rose is a
very highly attractive.
Very attractive girl. Straight Sinead O'Connor. Short. She was one of with the short hair I'm talking about. She was one of
but she was real pretty, you know.
Right. You got to be able to pull it off and cut all your hair off a woman.
Right.
That's not naturally for us to see a woman bald-headed.
True that.
So she's going to have some type of pretty skin or something, you know what I'm saying, to make you say, God damn, why she cut her hair off? You know what I'm saying? She, ugly motherfucker, you don't put that shit, you better go get a wig or something. All this motherfucker. She got a baby by Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, okay.
Right. She got that. That's why she's okay.
Oh, that's what Reg just said.
She got a baby by Wiz Khalifa. Okay, that's a check. So when you got a baby by Wiz Khalifa also fell back. You know, he'll knock all Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Wiz Khalifa is. And he made a lot of his money off that Black and Yellow song.
Yeah. He got a lot of good songs.
But I think he sold the rights to Pittsburgh.
Because they
Black
play
and Yellow, Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow.
Well, he a big Pittsburgh fan. I think he might be from
Pittsburgh. That's why he made that Black and Yellow joint. And Pittsburgh brought it.
Yeah.
They brought it from. I think they brought the theme from it.
Well, one thing I did want to ask you too, because I was watching the news earlier, it might have been yesterday. I don't know when it was, but Mary J. Blige was saying that, you know, she was unable to pay her rent and this, that, and the third because she had to pay her husband alimony. And I want to know how you feel about that, because some guys are like, let him get his bread, do your thing, because you always see that in reverse, where the woman is getting alimony checks or whatever, or however it is from the guy, and now it's kind of flipped where he's now getting the money. Some people may call him, you know, he a punk or he this or he that, because he's getting money from a female, but they might not go as hard when the woman does it to the man. So I want to know your perspective on that.
Well, being as though, you know, Deon, we always talk about this. It's all about what and how you grew up and what are they doing now. The average young person probably say, shit, get that check. Because young people feel entitled anyway.
Right.
I'm old school. If I was married to a woman and she had to pay me alimony, I would never let her get to the point where her rent couldn't get paid.
Right.
I would.
Because that's a cruddy dude. You know?
Yeah, I'm not saying that's his decision. I'm just talking about me.
Right.
I would never.
But she might not have told him that, hey, look, man.
Yeah.
But they say that he was getting a lot of money.
Well, the pimp of them all is Kevin Federer, because he was working Britney Spears like that.
True.
He was getting child. He had the kids. He was getting child support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But me personally, in the time that I grew up in, a man don't measure himself like a woman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do what a woman
Men got to do men stuff.
You know, because women do a lot of things I ain't gonna never do. You know, women take joint and ass and all that, suck dick and all that. So a lot of times y'all got to be careful comparing yourself to a woman. I'm different. You know what I mean? That's just me. I'm a man. I would never, ever let a woman that I deal with and it was so-called love, it was my wife. She didn't mistreat me or nothing. We just didn't work out. I would never let her be in the street.
Yeah, and he getting the bag and
off her money.
Off her money. And her fame.
Not me. I wouldn't do it. I mean, you know, some people think of marriage, and then you can't hold Murray down. Anyway, she said that's what that new song was about.
Okay.
My rent. I think that new song where she talked about her rent, where a lot of us can't even imagine somebody like Mary J. Blige not being able to pay her rent.
Right.
And another person might say, shit, she needed to downsize what she got.
Right.
So you'll have people that come back like that. Who the fuck told her to buy all that expensive shit, man? She need to sell some of them cars and shit.
Right.
Yeah, my life. You know what I'm saying? Sell that shit. Sell a catalog or something. See, that's how some people think. But me personally, that's not.
What's up, Juan?
Hey, Juan, we was talking about, 49's gone. But look, we was talking about Mary J. Blige, or not even Mary J. Blige. We talking about a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? The difference between a man. I never measure myself up. I never, ever measure myself up to a woman. I'm different than a woman.
Yeah.
A woman's different from me. It don't mean I'm higher. It don't mean she's lower, but it just means our standards are different. That's why she has the baby. That's why God allowed her to be able to keep the child. And why he allowed us to be the ones to put the seed in the child.
Right.
So you got to understand your essence and your being.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about everything about money, man.
They get a little tweaked out with that money.
Freddie, motherfucker. Y'all want to take all the motherfuckers. And then you got to realize karma's still lingering around too.
Yeah.
You know, nobody wouldn't feel sorry for Ken Do if he got hit by a bus. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because he said, man, that's how he served. Just like what's going on with Wendy Williams.
Right.
Right? Wendy Williams is no longer on her show as of now.
Mm-hmm.
But they say she's starting to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You talked about that the other day, Deon.
Yeah.
How could somebody govern her money after she made all that money?
Right.
I looked it up.
Okay.
She has a power of attorney who somebody's saying that she might be messing around again, making all these stupid withdrawals where they're like, hold up, you ain't fucking all that money out.
Right.
Because last time I checked, Wendy Williams was worth like $70 million.
Probably.
Now, Wendy Williams built an empire.
Yeah.
Don't worry about her
off the radio.
See, listen, this is what I try to get men to do. Get your feelings out of your vision.
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes you can make calls where you, man, I don't fuck with that bro. Listen, I don't even know Wendy Williams. But I respect the empire she built. Right? Because I know it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It was a lot of leg. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you black and you look like us and you can build an empire, you can make 50 and be worth 50 and $60 million.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And you built that on your own.
Man, we struggling around here to make $100,000
right
a year.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So you got people that done built empires, they done signed the right checks, they done closed the right deals, they done invested. Man, these people have been making some good, healthy financial decisions for years.
Yeah.
So you got
they built the brand.
Yeah, you got to pick from that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we already know Wynn's funny looking, bony looking, ugly motherfucker, lopsided wig. We ain't tripping on her. You know what I mean? But Wendy Williams can take it because she's been shooting Venom for the last 20 years on everybody. Remember when she said all that stuff about Whitney Houston? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She said stuff about Mary J. Blige. She said stuff about a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, the last topic before we get into Gone But Not Forgotten, I don't know if you heard about the woman in New York City. They said they found her at a cemetery. She didn't have no clothes from the waist down. Said that she had got some butt shots that probably didn't go right. And I think she might have died. I don't have the full story. It did say that she died Tuesday. She was dropped off in the Bronx hotel, naked from the waist down. Doctors believe she was a victim of a botched butt lift and injections. Right. She had the needle mark. So, it's a lot going on. And that's what I mean by the social media. People just get too carried away, man. They got to have all these butts and boobs and all that, man. Just love yourself, man. Love yourself.
Yeah. But what's crazy that you say that, Deon. I think one time when they were shooting silicone in people. So a lot of times people were going and they were, people try to take the cheap way.
Yeah.
See, that's back what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where they found a dude on the internet. They showed him he made a false profile.
Yeah.
Right? Of he did all these girls, and you can fluff a profile. We all know that because social media. Yeah. Somebody on IG going through, look at this, look at his work. Yeah. See, they're like, look at his work. Now I'm looking at his work right here, but all the time, they don't know he got a false profile. He done fluffed it up.
Right.
And when they get there, because it's so cheap, they don't understand the safety protocol and what's really going on.
Yeah.
They got the butts because that's what you guys make them think y'all like. Well, that's a good
Hey,
one.
Monica.
That's a good one. That's a good one because now, what's up, Luke Cage? You missed Dante was on here. We had him on here. Boy, he burned it up. Dante was on fire. Well, the culture's changed.
Yeah.
And, hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Hip hop culture is pushing big asses and big titties and all that tongue rings and tattoos and all that.
Right.
So it's our culture now. You know what I'm saying? It's the culture.
It's the culture.
And me personally, I don't like no girl with no big old ass because I'm old school.
You know what I always wondered if it was flipped, would guys be out there trying to do the same thing that the girls do and trying to look a certain? I don't think so because guys are just guys.
Well, if you flip it, and women were saying, "Man, you gotta get an injection in your joint,"
right?
I'm fucking a nigga. He got a motherfucking python. You come here with that little bullshit, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You come in with that bullshit. This motherfucker had a lamentia. You know what I'm saying? You work with 8 and you cool.
Yeah.
But man, you're gonna have to go see Dr. Such and Such and get that joint hit. Now, what dudes get that joint Would they get
That's
injected?
a good question, man.
If the women flip and say, man, your joint little as a mother, and everybody put it out there, social media, start taking pictures of your joint, and then man, that joint was shrunk. Now I just got out the water. That wasn't, she got me out the shower. No, that's your joint on his heart. You know what I'm saying? So they are getting around sin calf work.
She'll probably rewrite it.
Okay.
Abs. She said the men are doing ab work and all that.
Right. Well, we talking about the personal parts that are enhanced. I don't think men would do that.
I don't think men would do that.
Now, one thing about a man, he probably wouldn't. He ain't gonna let nobody shoot too much stuff in his joint because he gonna swear, dude, shoot over the joint will never get up.
Because if that joint break, you done.
Now, I tell you what a motherfucker with it. He'll take a pill to make that motherfucker hard for extra 40 minutes. Pound your motherfucker.
Knock your head off.
Motherfucker knock your motherfucking head off. Motherfucker will take, and he'll rub some shit, a stone or something on the head of that joint to make that joint. Think he get an extra
Eat that watermelon rhyme.
Yeah, listen. We will be going back to that watermelon rhymes, and the female can eat watermelon rhymes, which is a stimulant for couples.
Hey, yo, you know what? We should have talked about that for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we should, man. Get the watermelon rhymes. Get them out, y'all. But look, we're gonna do a gone but not forgotten, man. Because
hold on, before you do that, what was the other joke you had? The lemonade. Hold on. What was the other joke you said you got? There?
Well,
it was the watermelon rhyme.
Quickie was the watermelon rhymes. For those of y'all that didn't catch that show, you clean the pink stuff out the watermelon. You have a good blender. You put the watermelon in the blender. You grind it up. You put them in a pitcher. You put it in the refrigerator. 15 minutes. You take it out. You and your partner can drink small cups of the rhymes because all fruit originally goes back to its natural form, which is water.
Right.
That's why that's why they call it watermelon.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it actually goes back.
You're gonna be ready to.
If you drink the rhyme, now y'all can go look this up on the internet if you think I'm lying. You go look it up. You get the rhymes of the watermelon. You gotta have good blenders. You can't have one of them bullshit ass CVS blenders. You gotta have a Target joint. You know what I'm saying? You don't need
so you can only grind the white part is what you're talking about.
Yeah, the grow with the white part is turn into, it's gonna be like a smoothie.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a smoothie daiquiri, like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good blind, because it's gonna go back into its natural form.
Right. Drink that.
Put it in a pitcher.
How long it's gonna take now?
It's gonna take probably 10 to 15 minutes. And your spouse or your partner can drink a little bit too, because it arouses the woman. It's not just for the man. It gets the woman's pussy dripping and all that. Makes the woman's clit grow. Listen, man. Listen, now all y'all
crazy, man.
Now everybody that's watching the show from in their car on the way to Giant to get a watermelon, they're in aisle 6. Listen. I got some motherfuckers down in the car right now, got Giant on the GPS like. But listen, y'all do not believe it works.
Boy.
Trust me, it works. Also, when
definitely in the produce department, Joy.
Listen, this also works too. When your woman comes home, you run the water, bath water. Get the bath water nice and warm. Get it nice and warm. And what you do is you get 2 teaspoons of 100% real lemon juice. See, Deon,
hold on.
Deon laughed.
Time out, man. Time out. Let's start this over. Hold on. You said you're going to run them a nice hot bath. Right?
Listen.
And I'm going to get 2 teaspoons?
Listen, run a nice hot water. Listen, the stuff I'm telling you is real. See, a lot of y'all ain't sexy, man. Y'all don't know how to take the sex to the next level. Listen, because all that saying, y'all keep doing the same on your back, turn doggy style. That shit played out. You got to put some new shit. That shit played out. You got to run the bath water. Listen, run the bath water.
Run the bath water.
Get it nice. I ain't talking about.
Hold on, let me get my notes out. Put it in my phone.
Run the bath water.
Run the bath water.
Run the bath water. Get the bath water nice and warm, right? And what you do is you take 2 teaspoons of 100%. Real lemon juice. I ain't talking about that
The
generic.
joint in the
one.
green bottle?
In
Or?
the green bottle. The ones you get, the
Yeah,
lemon juice.
organic.
Real lemon juice, 100% lemon juice.
Not lime, lemon juice.
Lemon juice. Put two scoops of lemon juice in the water. Stir the water around, right? Stir the water around. Tell your woman to just sit in the water.
No bubbles.
No bubbles.
Just water, lemon.
Let's let her sit in the water.
How long she got to sit, Slink?
Like she said, 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. Now, what's this? What is this supposed to do?
Now, what? Anybody that ever ate a lemon, you know what it does. It makes your lips shrink. So, if you put the lemon juice in the water,
This is always a tough.
and you sit in the
tough
water.
Conversation, man.
All you baggy pussy mom. You know what I'm saying? It's because skinny jeans is in. All you baggy, them long clits and all that. It ain't really deep, man. Come on, Shaw, your motherfucker. Listen, the water will shrink your lips. Also, alternative, if you don't have lemon juice, is vinegar.
This man is really gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Y'all don't know that.
He's gone. He's gone. Don't worry about it.
What's sexual to do foreplay, especially older than 30 years old? Yeah, that's why.
Hey, Reds, do what he just said and see what happens.
Kimmy Jones.
Let us know what happens
Kimmy
when
Jones.
you do it.
If you think I'm lying, and don't do me like that. Listen. It works. If you don't have lemon juice, the backup for lemon juice is vinegar.
Okay, water, lemon juice. If you don't have the lemon juice, go with vinegar.
It's vinegar. Y'all got to realize.
So you wanted to lay in some vinegar. So that means she's going to smell like vinegar when she come out, though.
No.
She won't smell like
vinegar. You got water in there.
Oh, yeah, because you said it's just 2 teaspoons.
It's just 2 teaspoons. It's not, y'all act like you're putting the whole thing. No, it's 2 teaspoons. It's
laying there about 15 minutes.
Yeah, 2 teaspoons. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to realize a lot of people, I'm going to give y'all a little history. A lot of y'all, even the females, don't realize that back in the day before they find out that wasn't healthy, that used to be in a lot of the dishes. You remember when women used to dish?
Yeah.
Before they found out that wasn't good for the
right,
for the women, for black women. See, I'm telling you, for black women, see, a lot of stuff that we were doing because white people on the box. Because I used to buy them for my girl back in the day. Go there, get some dishes and then make it fresh and all. That's the same thing, but you actually not squirting nothing up in there. That's the part.
2 teaspoons lemon juice, y'all.
2 teaspoons of 100%.
Has to be 100%.
It can't be just lemon juice.
Yeah, it can't be that.
It's in a green bottle.
Concentrate. They don't want no concentrate.
No, it's in a green bottle.
Green bottle.
And you stir it around 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons. And you get it. Take, yeah.
And it will get in there. What it do? Also, it takes the toxins from outside and the daily pre-com and all that. It just, see, Deon laugh at everything.
Yo, what the daily? What? That's a daily thing.
Well, if a woman, let me tell you something, Deon.
Because see, we supposed to be in. Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
Listen, if a woman walks around all day, she see a guy, somebody she find attractive, she gets aroused, she get wet. Just like if you see a girl, damn, start clutching yourself in your car, in your junk. Once it go down, you're gonna have pre-com.
Okay.
See, I can't tell y'all. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Y'all think I'm.
Hey, heard this man crazy.
I'm trying to show these youngins something, Ronald. These youngins don't know. All they know is on the back, legs in the air, doggy style. That's all they know. Eating out there. That's all they know. I'm trying to show y'all about some exotic shit.
This man,
you know what I'm saying?
He wants us to know about the exotic stuff.
Hey, listen.
So there y'all have it.
Listen.
I hope y'all tried this weekend with your peoples. Try it with your peoples.
Right quick.
And let us know Monday how that worked out.
Gone but not forgotten.
Oh, let me put it up. We're
going to move to Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten, man. Let's go.
Gone but not forgotten. Michael Clutch Freeman, my main man.
Yes, indeed.
Gone but not forgotten. My main man, Chris McClain. Gone but not forgotten. Tony Fortune.
Mm-hmm. I haven't put some on too the other day on Tuesday. She had a couple names at the end of when we were going off.
Gone but not forgotten. Ricky Morgan. See, a lot of people don't know that. That's Frank Jones' old buddy.
Okay.
Gone but not forgotten. Ant McClain.
Mm-hmm.
Gone but not forgotten. Mariah McRae.
Mm-hmm.
Gone but not forgotten. Aunt Sadie.
Gone but not forgotten. Wayne Duck Robinson, my uncle. Gone but not forgotten. Everybody that's on the other side of that wall that's still watching. So, man, Dre Jack. with Jay Rich, gone but not forgotten, man. Anybody and everybody that maybe have lost a loved one. You know, we've been praying for you. We prayers up, you know, when we first get the show on. So y'all can chime in too, man. If y'all got some names, gone but not forgotten. They don't have to be dead.
Gone but not forgotten, but for anybody that's has been in a coma for a while and stuck in a coma.
Gone but not forgotten Mustang.
Gone but not forgotten Mustang. That's right. Gone but not forgotten Ted Galloway.
Mm-hmm.
Gone but not forgotten Daryl Dixon.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten Gregory Stephen Jackson.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten Louis DeWells.
Yes, indeed.
Gone but not forgotten Tom Slick.
Tom Slick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Gone but not forgotten Meechy Meech.
Gone but not forgotten Meechy Meech. Gone but not forgotten Hollywood Jackson, Lil Hollywood.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten Joe Jackson, Meechy's father.
Gone but not forgotten Dr. Who.
Dr. Who.
Who was Ronald Winbush.
Gone but not forgotten. My man, gone but not forgotten Ronald Winbush. That's a good one. Yeah.
We lost him last year.
Yeah, I went to his service. Big service. Now, he also was working with
great guy too, man.
Good guy. Just
great guy.
He worked with a lot of pros that went to DeMatha.
Yeah.
He worked with all them guys that play for Indiana. What's the little dude guy?
You talking about Oladipo.
Oladipo.
Yeah.
Man, he worked with a lot of guys from just put
gone but not forgotten Tony Bolden. Tony B.
But not that's a great one.
Tony B.
My man, Tony B.
Yes,
man.
indeed.
That's right. Gone but not. Hey, Gwen, I remember. This is so crazy. How were you young? I remember Gwen's gone but not forgotten Robert James. I was very close to her dad. Her dad used to give me a lot of sound. He was cool as ice. Gone but not forgotten Penny Qualls.
There it is.
Gone but not forgotten Mr. Qualls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Gone but not forgotten. Is Frank gone? Gwen, is Frank gone? Gone but not forgotten Bernard Johnson. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Gone but not forgotten Gloria Lawrence. Gone but not forgotten Mr. Collins.
Yes, indeed.
Gone but not forgotten Mr. Wade, Pop Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Gone but not forgotten George Freeman. Gone but not forgotten
Proctor.
Gwen Freeman. Gone but not forgotten Kevin Proctor.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all supposed to know y'all people, man. Gone but not forgotten Lil Q Quartermain.
Yeah, there we go.
Quarter Bomb.
Yeah, Quarter Bomb. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, y'all got to know y'all people's, man. You lost some people.
Yeah.
Talk about
gone
that.
but not forgotten Mr. Banks.
Gone but not forgotten Mr. Banks. Gone but not forgotten Mr. Newton. Mr. Newton was Mr. Banks' offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Actually, Mr. Newton lived on Chilling about 5 or 6 doors down. He got 2 sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten Mr. Ty White. That's Mr. White down the
let me tell you something. We got to do a special for Mr. White, man.
Yes,
because
indeed.
Mr. White was really a savior for our neighborhood,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
He ran that wreck. He came every day. Gone but not forgotten Leslie Lattisaw. Gone but not forgotten George Lattisaw. Gone but not forgotten Big George.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten
Donna Hughes.
Gone but not forgotten Donna Hughes. That's right, Gwen. Bring them up there. We lost some people. Y'all should be able to think about Pab and know everybody.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten Siobhan Brown.
There it is.
How we not gonna forget Siobhan?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Mikhail? We missed you, boy. That's our man coming all the way from Germany.
Man, great to have you, Mikhail.
Yes,
we appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Make sure you watch.
We got a lot of first-time listeners. Gwen, thanks for tuning in.
Yes, indeed.
Pab and Gone but not forgotten Tracy.
All right.
Yeah, we both Tracy's.
Gone but not forgotten Jay Van Hoos. We just lost him a couple months ago.
Gone but not forgotten Susan Van Hughes.
Yep. Gone but not forgotten Valerie Murphy.
Gone but not forgotten Valerie Murphy. Now y'all bringing them out. That's what I'm talking about. These are people. Let me tell you something about all the Murphy smart. Gone but not forgotten Ricky Watts.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Bring them on out,
Keep
y'all.
them coming.
Keep them coming. We give y'all a few minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Bring them on out.
Bring them on out. Tracy
Bring them out.
Wooten,
Yeah, Tracy Wooten.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Gone but not forgotten Gary. Gary was her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Gone but not forgotten Naomi Brooks. That's Lil Dre mother.
Gone but not forgotten Lil Brucey, Bruce Morgan.
Gone but not forgotten Michelle, which is Richard Brown's mama.
Okay.
Yes. See, a lot of Irish, man, we lost a lot of good people.
Gone but not forgotten Miss Huff.
Yeah, gone but not forgotten Miss Huff. Now, see, you got to think about all the people that gone but not forgotten Miss Smith. That's Valerie Smith and their mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gone but not forgotten Wayne Anson. That's right. Gone but not forgotten Ronnie West. Gone but not forgotten Sarita West. Gone but not forgotten Mae Brooks. Hey, Steve, what you talking about?
What up, Steve?
Gone but not forgotten. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, gone but not forgotten Sanford. Yeah. That's what I'm talking. Gone but not forgotten Robin. Shoot, what y'all talking
Gone but
about?
not forgotten Miss Cook and Miss Hill.
What y'all
That's
talking about?
some
Now y'all bringing them in there. Think about it. Who ain't said? Who ain't said? Gone but not forgotten Nat Brooks. Gone but not forgotten Debna Ruth. Oh, man, that's my man. Delmar Ruth. Gone but not forgotten
Kirk
Delmar.
Loins. Kirk Goins.
Yeah.
My bad.
Man, y'all rolling tonight. Y'all on y'all A game tonight. Man, keep it coming. Gone but not forgotten
Keith Lynch.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
That's some new names. We're getting some new names on here we ain't never had before.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring them on out.
Bring them
out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Gone but not forgotten Miss Ambush.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is.
Gone but not forgotten Simon Gales.
Mm-hmm.
See that boy, that was a rough. Gone but not forgotten Ricky James. Gone but not forgotten Isham.
Yeah.
Yeah, gone but not forgotten. Let me get somebody off Oglethorpe. We said Kevin Proctor. Who did we lose on Oglethorpe? Gone but not forgotten.
Jeff Burton. Gone but not forgotten Jeff Burton.
Gone but not forgotten Kenny Knott. Bennett. Gone but not forgotten Vincent Lawrence Borders. Gone but not forgotten
William Settles, Jaretha Settles, and Robin Settles. Yes,
right,
indeed.
that's what I'm talking about. Stay with us. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah, I beat you to it. Gone but not forgotten. There you go, Junior Miles. There we go. We get some names up in there, boy.
Gone but not forgotten Rusty
There you
Smith.
go. Okay, Val, talk to us. Let us have them girls coming out the woods. Them women, don't let the women get started. They can remember everything.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Rusty was my man. Gone but not forgotten Lawrence Borders. Yeah.
Yep.
Rusty was such a nice guy. He was funny, that smile.
Yeah.
Gone but not forgotten Miss Borders.
Yes, indeed.
Gone but not forgotten Constance's mother, who was passed not too long ago.
Gone but not forgotten Eunice Minor.
Eunice Minor. Sid Thompson. Boy, Thomas, you on your game.
Yes, indeed.
Gone but not forgetting Sheffield.
Yeah.
Hey, man, little Cage, you on your game, man.
Yes, indeed.
There's a lot of Sheffield. You talking about Melvin Sheffield?
Gone but not forgotten Lord Anthony from Michigan Park.
Yeah,
Michael Harrell.
Michael Harrell. There you go. Gone but not forgotten Tory Bates from Michigan Park.
Gone but not forgotten Nanny Hart.
Gone but not forgotten Lil Greg, Moody's little brother.
Okay.
Gone but not forgotten who we lost.
Gone but not forgotten Robert Martin.
Yeah, God damn. Robert Martin, ain't that something? Well, y'all minds is working.
Yeah, they working overtime.
Well, y'all think about them dead people now, boy. Y'all working.
It's right.
Well, one thing about y'all, they get to thinking though. One thing about it, but we appreciate everybody for
indeed, man.
chiming in, and we really appreciate how everybody joined in and thought about somebody that we lost that was in our community or out our community, because we gone but not forgotten Whitney Houston and her daughter.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of stars. Gone but not forgotten the young lady whose son just committed suicide, Regina King's son.
Yeah.
Oh man, gone but not forgotten the dude off Doogie House that hit his head. What's my man's name? Oh, you know, the white boy. They hit his head, fell to hit his head. They say it was accidental, but it's starting to come out more and more. It's coming out. So
I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, he was on. They know who I'm talking about. He was on. One of them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike Jackson. Appreciate
it, man.
Love you,
I'm not forgotten to everybody, man. Like we said, man, mental health does matter, man. Make sure y'all call somebody. Call your loved ones. Call your friend. Don't text them. Give them a call. Let them hear your voice. You hear their voice, because you never know who's going through something, man. They might just be, having a rough time, just like what Slink was talking about. Call the elderly. Check on them. Knock on the door.
Yeah, check on the elderly and Riggs.
Do one good thing this weekend, y'all. If y'all can.
Making my rounds. I gotta make my rounds. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Some of the elder people, they're so easy to talk to.
Yeah.
I talked to Miss Wade. She was just talking, and I could she was just opening up to me, but she really, like, they known you all your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I gotta go see Mr. Lawrence. Dean, I gotta go see Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah.
I've been to see Mr. Collins. It's time for me to make my rounds, see Miss Freeman.
Yeah.
It's time for me to make my rounds to see Mr. Lawrence and Miss Wade.
Yeah. Well, that's
it, y'all.
That's it, y'all, man.
Okay.
Do something nice this weekend for y'all, man.
I'm gonna close out with
Do
you.
something nice with one person this weekend.
All over the place podcast got this patent, so don't y'all try to steal it.
Yeah, don't steal this.
This is how we close out every week. All my shooters, put the gun down. Put the guns down before you get late. Learn to love instead of hate.
There it is. Give it to him one more time.
All my shooters, put the guns down.
Put them down, y'all.
Before we get late. Before you get late. Learn to love instead of hate. We out of here, y'all.
There it is, man. See y'all Monday. We'll be back. Probably got a guest for y'all. Like I said, man, check on somebody, call somebody,
I
man.
don't know
Tell
what
them you love
happened
them.
to my man Perry Hooper. Hope you was watching. I tried to call you. You never responded. We make the reschedule till Monday.
Sound good. See y'all there, man. Enjoy y'all evening. I'll let y'all on Monday.
24 hours. Oh, man. 24-hour grip. Like the thing that tuned it into me. I say I'm going to tell her, honey, what he's talking about. It's out. Go down. My man Rip. 901 boys. Yo. Montana. Yeah. Let's rock. Don't do it like this, see? Back to the woods. You doing good? Huh? Come on. 15-12. Diamond lamps, y'all looking good, please. Long time out. Gotta see how it work out, then we know what to do after that. Huh? See, baby. Your birthday. Yours sound better. Yours so they can feel it. Huh? It's rock. Kill. Like that E Street Banker. E Street Banker.